Yep.
Okay, so as I said, the sorry, my mic wasn't on properly for the stream. So the fine fellows of possibly Trollskull Manor, or is it yet still to determine name? What do you wish to do?
So it looks like we still have, just to the west of us, we still got a room to check. I don't know if we can go this way to the east and it wraps around or not.
During the long rest, I'd like to have cast Find Familiar, and I'm going to change Sapelli to a bat.
A bat. Okay, got it.
Did
And
we check in
Arch,
here?
1, 2, 3.
I think we didn't check over here, right?
I don't
Um,
remember if we did. Yeah.
Do we check the chest?
Yeah. Let's,
Yeah, we did. I think I posted how much money everyone got. Yeah, everyone got 10 gold.
yeah.
Okay, so let's boogie this way.
All right.
Oh, I guess I should do my rolls for you.
Yes, that would be useful.
Before we go, though, Syed's gonna tell everyone I'm getting closer to bringing my daughter back. I'd like to test something out on these people we took out, and I am going to cast Animate Dead at 4th level.
No.
What's up, Pet Cemetery?
I thought about getting Animate Dead, and I'm like, that's too creepy. I'm glad somebody got it, though. That's very cool.
So I have 3 zombies.
Wow, you must really like people following you. First the annoying things, asking for magic, now these stinky piles of bones.
I don't think I can move them, Malcolm.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
I'm just going to walk away from him a little bit.
I'm sure you can control them. I thought I set that up. At least you can drag them on. That's a start.
Mm-hmm.
That can be edited by Syed.
nice. That's great.
Now, just remove those 2 zombies. Copy that zombie. So try. You should be able to move those guys around now.
Yeah, thank you very much. One of them is going to be the drow.
Well, I guess the good news is they're recently dead, so they're not going to smell or anything right away. So
Yeah. But Syed does indeed have some followers, and at least these ones won't grovel at his feet and muck up his spell casting. But yes, definitely followers.
I'm actually going to cast Druidcraft on top of them, just to give them the characteristic smell of a dead body.
Something that smells just like home. I'm still amused by Cross taking that powder and turning it into a salt shaker. I thought that has endlessly amused me. All right. So a new side of Syed you haven't seen before, as he's dabbling in necromancy. So I'm not quite organized here. Just get my notes together. Okay, let me just. So your investigation and 27 and 15 for Doris. Got it. You glance down this corridor. As you suspect, it does connect up. And make me. What's everybody's passive perception?
12?
minus 19.
17.
14.
Okay, cool.
10.
Got it.
Braylon,
Okay,
why don't you go first? Braylon, you got the better.
Yeah, sure.
You said
sure.
19, right?
Yeah.
I'll follow 10 feet behind.
Or I can send one of the zombies.
Yeah, back up,
That's
back
true.
up, back up.
Oh,
Because Syed, not Syed, sorry, Balin, you do stop some type of pressure plate here.
Ooh.
With your passive perception does pick it up.
Whoa, well, we got a big trap here. So, so Snapper, can you figure out what this thing does? We could possibly jump across it, but maybe you can dismantle it or something.
Yep, I just tried with an 18.
So you're trying to work out what the trap is, or to disarm it?
I figured with my investigation it would figure it out. So yeah, I just tried to disarm it.
Okay, so what it is it's a pressure plate trap. In your estimation, more than about 20 pounds would trigger it. And you notice there's a couple of little, couple of little dart holes here. And the obvious conclusion is if you stepped on this, the dart holes would pop up. And you do work out all of this, and once you know how the trap works and operates, it's fairly easy to drive some pythons into the side of it. And so that's what your thieves tool enable you to do. Kind of jam this up so if you stand on it, the trap will not sense any pressure.
Groovy.
Very
Right.
nice.
I'll give Balin the thumbs up.
Okay. I hope you don't mind, Snapper. I'm still going to jump across. Actually, I'm going to look on the other side to see if just to make sure there's nothing over here that I should be watching out for.
With your half-elf eyes, you look closely, you don't see anything with your passive perception.
All right.
And if your strength is at least 10, you can bound over this no problem.
Ooh, well,
So
it
1
is
foot.
10.
As long as you get, I think, a 20-foot run up, you can jump up to your strength score. And
Oh,
10,
gotcha.
10 feet, that's a
Big
a
leap.
decent leap, actually. It's a decent
Yeah,
leap.
it's a big leap.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
pretty good.
I wonder what the world record is, because, Kane's probably got a decent strength score, and it's an Olympic quality score.
If you've watched the TV show The Floor is Lava, 6 feet's a far jump.
Oh, well, there we go. And Kane can jump 18 feet.
Did you make it so we could walk across it?
Yeah, I disarmed
I'm
it.
gonna look at you, and I'm gonna point, and I'm just gonna walk across it.
I would recommend you step where we step. I wouldn't spread out like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna do exactly as he does. I'm just gonna trust him and say, right there, where we go, and I'm gonna take his lead, and just 100% trust.
Okay, the trap does not go off. Got a zombie Congo line following.
I guess after that, I will be more cautious, but proceed forward.
I wouldn't spread out like that, guys.
Yeah. Okay, Congo line.
Yeah.
Take one step back there, Balin.
Oh, okay.
You do spot another one.
Ah.
Okay.
And I tell you,
Investigation.
this is going to be repeat to fade. Balin's going to spot them. It's fairly easy for a Snapper to identify them and disarm them.
Okay.
They definitely don't want us to come down this way.
Oh.
Nice.
Very good. All right. Well, then I'm going to continue to jump over them
Easy enough to do.
and head down to here. And
Shoo. Kane dashes ahead with his holy aura that he just realized he had. Oops.
yeah, I don't want to stay too far. I don't want to stay too far from Kane. Oh,
And it just connects up like that.
So let's see. What Let's see, is there any areas we haven't been?
The two notable areas, I'll zoom into those locations, is down here. There's a corridor you haven't explored here. And of course, you've got to meet up with your ally, who was down over here. This was the guy you made the deal with for the stone key. And as long as you bring him the head of, or the eye stalks of the beholder, and the head of the drow, which you now have, then the deal would be fulfilled.
Hmm.
So I'll leave it
That
up to you.
That reminds me, we came across that room with all the wine in it, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
And we wanted to try and take that back to the tavern. I now have a bag of holding that we can cram those in.
Would it fit?
Yeah, it takes up to like 500 pounds, I think.
But
they were like-
we have to get it
That's-
into the bag.
Yeah, they were a couple 100 pounds a piece, I think.
Yeah, that would be like 5 barrels each trip. I think-
we get the tensors floating discs, and we could in our spell books we found we could maybe work on memorizing those and float them out.
And also now we have zombies, and I can conjure like horses, so that's basically free labor. So
You guys are really getting in the free labor. That's awesome. I love it.
Well, if we want to do it, we should probably do it now while we're close to the top, before we start getting deeper.
So just so you know, there's lots and lots of barrels. A full barrel of ale weighs approximately 400 pounds.
Oh, those are big ones.
yeah, I think it's going to be like a very big operation.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's come back. Yeah.
All right. So we got this room. We still need to check, right?
Yeah.
And
Right.
don't forget also that that room with the barrels, you do have an arcane lock on it, and some of Syed's biggest fans are locked in that room as well. So you're fairly safe that the barrels are safe there, but yes, transportation will be an issue.
Should we get the key?
Yeah, let's get the key before we go to the Goblin Market, so that guy doesn't bother us. And I have a plan to deal with that guy. So let's get the key.
Okay.
Okay, why don't I just drag all you guys over there?
Okay.
Somewhere close. Oops, I dragged the traps too. That's right. So everybody should be there now. Get rid of these traps. Zombies. Did I leave anybody? Ah, no. Okay. So you get back through here. It's relatively easy. And by the way, just for future notes, this is not like a computer game. This is a living, breathing dungeon. Based on the decisions you made, this level and all other levels will change. So don't expect when you come back here a second time for it to be exactly the same. Like the Xanathar Guild might make more inroads, the goblins might take over, all sorts of things. So just keep that in mind. Coming back here at a later date is not going to be exactly the same. But anyway, so coming back down here, yeah, you remember there were some washrooms up here. This is where you initially found the Nothics that followed Syed round, and there's a bunch of books here. And this was the door you went through to talk with the Rizrael, the drow. So proceed as you will.
We had the key.
Yeah, let's get the key.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
Can we go through the door, or was it locked?
You can.
Okay.
So
Hey,
get this-
Mr. Drow, we're here.
there's open the door and come in then.
Okay. I just learned that it's important for people to let other people know when they're outside the door for some reason.
So what news do you bring? Have you defeated the Beholder? Have you defeated the eight-eyed drow? Tell me, what news do you bring?
I'll flop an eye stalk onto the table and the head of the drow on the table.
Oh, that is That is splendid, and I see you've personally brought the 8-eyed drow with you, he says, looking at... let's say I'm going to put a blue dot on the drow zombie, so there you go. Oh, splendid! That is even more than I could have asked for. This is delightful. Well done, well done.
So,
Payment for a key, a stone key.
Well, a deal's a deal, and never let it be said that Rizarel does not keep his end of the bargain. If you excuse me one moment, and he steps through. These are humanoids, but you've heard rumors that they're were-rats, but they're definitely in human form at the moment. And he wanders down here, opens up something out of your sight, comes back and says, "Well, a deal is a deal. You've certainly made my life easier." And he puts a stone key on the table. Now, the stone key is literally that. It's a stone key. It looks very simple. The stone is polished, and it's just got like a couple of teeth at the end of it. So it's not a complicated, intricate key. It's a very simple key, but it's definitely made of stone. There you go. A deal's a deal.
All
all right, I'll walk up and take the key since I'll probably be checking the doors anyways.
Mm-hmm. Well, yes.
Can I just inspect the key before you take it? Can I just inspect the key and make sure it's kind of like what we expected? And...
Sure, make an investigation check there, Krosk.
like grab it, smell it,
Mm-hmm.
maybe lick it, make sure it's made of stone.
Of course.
Does anybody have stone cutting as a proficiency?
I don't.
I have a spell. When we leave here, I want to do something.
Okay, so in the meantime, Krosk does give it a good lick, gives it a good smell. And apart from its absolute plainness, it's definitely stone and it's definitely a key. And you suspect it's going to open a very specific door, perhaps, but the only thing that strikes you about it is its simplicity with, literally 2 teeth on the, the unlocking mechanism. But in your opinion, Krosk, it's a stone key?
Yes, this is definitely a stone, and I guess this is a key, so yes.
I'm going to ask to see it, and I'll say, can I hold on to it for a minute? And I'll give it back to you, Snapper.
Sure.
Or not Snapper, Krosk. Do we have any questions for this drow or anything else you guys want to do? I mean, whatever you guys want to do.
Yes. What do you think about the goblins up there? What is their deal?
Well, they're pesky, like most goblins. Their goals and ambitions are perhaps rather rudimentary. The goblins simply wish to establish a market. Despite the best efforts of the guild, the Xanathar's guild, and to a lesser extent the Zentarium, a lot of adventurers come down here, and there is trade to be made. There is goods to be sold. So their goal is quite frankly money. The most simple and crass of all ambitions I know, but they just want money.
And what do you want?
Well, like all drow, I have ambitions, both political and personal. But my own ambitions, I'm sure you understand, I shall keep to myself.
Okay. Just wanted to be polite, I guess.
Let me
what this
give
goes
you...
to? Have you any information about where we can use to unlock something with this key?
I honestly don't have the faintest idea. I just know that the goblins wanted it, the beholder wanted it, and this delightful drow in front of me, this amuses me, this 8-eyed drow with the sticky hands. She wanted it as well. And I had something that people wanted, and well, that put me in a position of power. Here, and he looks around, and you see about 8 or so people, with just me and 8 allies. I managed to take out not only the beholder, but the entire drow army that you so delightfully dealt with. So this is what I mean. My political machinations are ambitious. So I've literally taken down the entire level here, apart from the goblins, for the price of a simple cold key. Stone key. Excuse me.
Yeah, I feel like the. I'm just saying this to the party. I feel like she might have got the better deal, or is it he?
We didn't get union wages, that's for sure.
Yeah. We risked life and limb for a stone key, and we don't know what it goes to. But
Snapper's going to point out to the direction towards these stairs, because I don't remember what they are, so I'll just ask. Stairs?
I remember those, and I believe it just ends in a wall.
It does. It just ended in a wall. It's
okay.
one of the madness of the Hallister. Stairs that lead to a wall.
Okay.
Damn you, Alistair!
Now, before you go, let me offer you a free piece of advice. Down below, there is a drow priestess of Loth. I'm sure you know who Loth is, right?
I've heard of her.
Loth is the spider queen, the god of many a drow, and she's wicked. And rumor is it that she's currently residing literally in hell, looking for a way out, but she can still weave her web from there. So down below, one level down, you will find an entire almost city of drow, led by a priestess named Trissa. I'll put this in chat. Oops, this didn't copy. You go down there. I would tread very carefully. Her name is Trissa Ayandar. Avendar. So be careful. A deal could be made with her. I know there are competing factions down there. There are the Drow and there is the Hobgoblins as well, called the Legions of Ezrock. And the Legion of Ezrock, well, they claim they're a place for the downtrodden. And at the moment, it's a balancing thing between House Avendar, led by Trissa, or the Legion of Ezrock. And Ezrock, as you might have guessed, is the leader of the Legion of Ezrock, and rumor has it, I haven't confirmed it with my various sources, but rumor has it that Ezrock, the Hobgoblin, is in fact blind. So, choose your allegiances carefully. You could align with Trissa or with Ezrock. Deals are to be made. I would not suggest a full-on assault because you'll be taking on an army either way. So perhaps use your smarts to do this one as opposed to brute force like you so delightfully dealt with the Beholder and my lovely drow priestess here. So, have that for free. Take of it what you will.
Okay.
Have you been down to the third floor?
Briefly. As I said, I had many things to accomplish here. Would you, delightful people, have helped me a bit? You had a question, I believe?
Do you know how to get to Skullport?
Follow the river.
And
Will
we
do.
chose that last time.
Oh, we did? Okay.
Yes, you won't take you long to find the river. If you follow the river all the way, you'll get to Skullport.
Thank you very much.
You're most welcome. So unless there's something else, I really have a lot to organize now with these people out the way. But do come back and visit sometime.
Sure.
All right, who's going to do something with the key?
Okay, out here, we're not near him in this room out here with the bookcase. I'm going to pull out the stone cat head we cut out of a statue that I wanted, and I'm going to cast Stone Shape on it to make it look like a replica, as close as I can, doesn't have to be perfect, of the key.
Ooh.
Interesting.
All right, I gave you guidance if you needed to roll for it.
There's no roll, as far as it says, but he might want to roll, so guidance would be great.
I do want to roll because I want a performance check. This is a piece of art, and you can get guidance on it. So make a performance, and add a d4 on it to see how closely the thing.
Nice.
16.
So
Oh,
22.
there you go.
Okay, so 5 feet. Yes, definitely not 5 feet in any dimension. So, yep, it looks pretty good. Your companions look over it and peer at it. Yeah, excellent idea, and it does indeed.
I like the way this is going.
And I'm going to put my arm around Snapper and say, when we get over to the goblins, maybe you can guide me again a little, just to give me pointers to convince them that this is the true item.
Okay.
I guess the only thing missing is a pair of teeth or fangs.
Were they stone fangs?
Yeah. Were they stone or were they like real fangs? The key had like fangs, right? At the end of it.
So when I say teeth, I mean teeth like a key has. The little indentation at the bottom of the key is called teeth.
Oh.
So,
Okay. I thought that they were.
No,
I was
Probably
thinking like a
teeth.
monster.
Yeah.
Sorry, my misunderstanding. I think that's what they call it. At the end of a key.
No,
they're
you're
called
right.
teeth.
You're 100% right.
Yeah.
So there's
Okay.
no literal teeth, like from a mouth.
Ah.
It's a mimic.
Surprise! Plot twist. Okay, so you've
Alright.
got a key. Looks like it. You carefully place one, and you have to be careful now. It's that good. So make sure you hold on to the real.
Well, I give
stone.
Snapper back the original key because he's going to keep it because he'll be up front, and I'll keep the fake one on me. And
Okay.
talk to the guy up there, forgot his name.
Which guy up where?
There's the goblin.
Oh, the goblin. Yes. Well, if you remember, there's a goblin up there that looks human. It's a human. And a lot of the other goblins didn't like it, but his name was Yek the Tall.
Yek the Tall.
And if you like, I could drag you all up there. Get Bellin over here to be part of the group.
Oh yes, thank you.
And I'll place you right back in the market hall. Oh, lost somebody behind there. There we go, so you're all up here now. And the goblins continue to peddle their wares, auctioning, yelling back and forth in goblin. The market is abuzz.
As a player, I'm going to say if anyone wants to give inspiration so I can get extra lucky with the roll, I wouldn't mind that. But I understand inspiration is at a premium.
I was going to say, actually, I really liked your idea, Joseph, so take a DM inspiration.
And do I have to declare it before or after I do it, the roll?
After. So, like, if you roll a 1, it gives you the chance to re-roll it. That's the idea about it. I think technically the inspiration you have to say before the roll, but I don't. So, you can choose to use it at any time. Anytime you roll a d20, ability check, saving throw, attack, you can use your DM inspiration to re-roll that, if you so choose. But yes, after the roll.
All right. Well, I want to go talk to Yek the Tall.
Mm-hmm.
We have business with him.
So last time you saw Yek the Tall, he was in here.
All right, gentlemen.
Yep, let's go.
I don't. As a play, and while we're walking here, I'm going to be telling them I want to make allies with them. I'm going to see if I can also parlay that we'll have free passage here, constantly, continuously through this area, if we're exchanged with the key because we went through so much work. I don't want to have these guys as enemies. There's a lot of them.
Yes, so you enter the chambers of Yek the Hall. There are torches flickering all over the walls. There's bugbear cards, it seems, in the corner. There was one dwarf here, which the dearly departed Haleth slaughtered. I'll say his body's still there as some type of trophy. And Yik the Tall is just reclining on a... is a human man. You do know that he was a goblin at one point, and reclines in a mound full of cushions at the center of the room. And now he's eating an apple, and there's a bunch of goblins around him as well. You've returned with good news, I hope.
Yes, we've quested throughout the entire dungeon and had many troubles to retrieve a key. And we have payment with you the key, but I would ask one favor also, that my companions and I have continuous safe passage through your marketplace and through this level where you have dominion, mighty Yek the Tall.
Well, you're always welcome in the market if you've got coin to spend. But let's just say my ambitions are greater than that. I can make you this promise. Any goblin under my command will not harass you in any way, apart from maybe getting a few extra copper pieces in a deal, but they will not attack you. Assuming, of course, that you have the stone key.
And I'll produce the stone key, and I'll say, much effort went into this, and I would appreciate that. And I'll hand him the key.
And Yik the Tall is going to take it, and he's going to look at it. He's suspicious, and he's going to inspect it. So he gets it really close to it, starts peering at it, turning it over and over, and with his check of 13, which is far less than 21, he says, splendid, splendid. Deal's a deal. So I believe I promised you 50 gold pieces to return this key, and 50 gold pieces you shall have.
I'll have Saeed. I'll make sure Saeed gets it because he's our banker.
Wait, I'm sorry. How much? I was fixing my notes.
50. 50.
For each of us or total?
Total.
I'm going to say, wasn't it each?
No, my friend. 50 gold pieces. That was
Much
a deal.
effort went into this, but okay. We also did slay our companion did slay your dwarven captor, or dwarven prisoner.
Well, that dwarven prisoner could have bought me some gold, so yes. We'll just put that aside, shall we? But a deal was a deal. 50 gold pieces it is. I keep on slipping into the Drow's accent, and I don't mean to. This is more gravelly. So, yes, a deal's a deal. So, 50 gold pieces, and I promise that any goblin or goblinoid creature under my command will not harass you in any way.
All right. Cool.
2 allies now at this level. That's good.
Yes, you may consider Yik the Tall an ally. So feel free to peruse the market. All sorts of sale there, so help yourself. Well, don't help yourself, but strike up a deal.
All right. So, should we start moving those barrels? What do you guys think?
I think we have to come back for them another time.
You're muted, Snapper, if you're talking.
Sorry, yeah, let's hold off on those. They're not going anywhere.
Are you sure? I can summon a lot of horses.
Well, the problem is hold on a second. The problem I see is they're 500, 400 pounds, and we have to take them up really high on a bucket too. So I'm not sure how we're going to do that. Either that's another hurdle we have to cross, because getting it up through the yawning portal, there's a rope and a bucket we have to take it up, and I don't know how that's going to work either. I can get Tensor's floating disc, and I can float one out. Saeed can do the same. We can float 2 out easily, but we can't float them up. It's levitating above the floor. So we have to figure some way of getting them up.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe we get up there and we have horses in the bar and pulling them. I'm not sure how we're going to do that. That's a Saeed question.
Or teleport spell later on.
Using teleport just used to move some barrels. That's there must be some infernal IPA in those.
So we gonna check this door to the northeast then.
Let's do that.
Okay.
Before we do and we cause trouble, I like to buy caltrops.
Sure. Let me just get the prices for that.
I think it's 1 gold piece for a bag of 20.
I'll take credit for it. A goblin does have some caltrops, and he says 3 gold pieces.
20?
3. One,
Oh,
two,
three.
3.
Okay.
3 gold
Okay.
pieces for caltrops.
Okay. I'll give him the 3 gold.
I would have settled for 2.
I don't have enough gold. Would somebody be able to float me some gold or buy me a pearl worth
Sure.
100 so I could do identify?
Sure. I'm gonna go to a goblin that seems to have like any kind of riches, and I say, "Hey,
What are you looking for, friend?
I'm looking for a pearl for my friend."
Ooh, I've got just the thing. And he holds up this nice looking pearl. Yours for a steal, only 300 gold pieces.
Snapper, is this the pearl you need?
100.
Oh, 300. I paid 250 for it. I gotta make a profit here.
What about that I have absolutely no experience with this. Snapper, help me out.
Okay. Which one? Where are you at?
Up here.
Okay. So I'll come over there. As I'm walking, I'm giving myself guidance.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, no. Half.
Look, I'll be losing money with a half, but you can make a persuasion check if you like to try and lower it.
With advantage with my help?
No, because you're no good at this. 21 with guidance. You can add your d4 on top of that. 4. Oh, look, I can lower it to 250 gold pieces, which is literally what I paid for it. You don't expect me to lose money on this deal, do you? 250.
Can I'd like to check to see if he's lying about how much he paid for it.
Sure.
Perception?
Insight.
Insight. Alrighty. Alright, I guess I buy it.
Yeah, you do buy it. I mean,
Okay.
and I impose it by either perception or, persuasion or deception. But you believe him that he paid 250 gold pieces for this. Come
Alright,
on.
well, I'll make the sound of a horse, but I'll nod my head.
I'm gonna take my bag of coins.
I'm going to stop him and say, hold on, before we do that, I'm going to produce the black disc, the cleric symbol, and do a performance between my fingers of a little bit and say, this is a highly powerful magic item from the Dark Lord itself. If you give this to you, will you reduce it down to 100 only? This here was fought and killed with many drow and army we had to take on to retrieve this. It's worth much more. Bring us down to 100.
Ooh, I'll make me a deception check.
Hold on a second. Then. Go ahead and click the button. Click it good.
Deception.
Yeah,
Ooh.
good roll.
Not necessarily a success, but and that is a success with their -1 modifier. They're not going to roll beat a 25. Ooh, okay. I think we have a deal. So you give that amulet to me, we'll settle for 100 gold pieces for the pearl.
Alright. And
Okay.
then Crossguy can give you my gold.
No, Krusk is just going to open like the bag of coins he has and say, "Snapper, help me out here. I don't know what coins they are." And I suppose Snapper just takes like I have 40 platinum for some reason, so.
I did too before that trap went off. So not that's a sore subject or anything. I will take out 22 gold out of his bag, and I have 78. So that will zero out my gold.
Okay.
And the goblin greedily grabs the symbol and kind of dashes off over here.
All right.
But you do
Good
have
job.
a
Teamwork
pearl.
all around.
Yeah. Yep. Down from 300 to 100 and a symbol which should be worth something, but definitely not 200 gold pieces.
I didn't think so. I was kind of thinking, it's probably not something really important, so I think that's a good deal.
I think holy symbols generally go for about 5 gold pieces. Okay, but you have a pearl of now. You can cast your identify spells, no problem.
I'd like to replenish my arrows. And Snapper, I'm going to ask you. I guess I didn't realize you had a bag of holding. Can I maybe stuff a couple quivers of arrows in your bag? I go through them pretty quick these days.
Let's see. How do I explain this? Snapper's got a trick. But I need a rest.
Oh, okay. Well,
So yeah, I mean, I'll hold them for you, but don't buy a ton, because if we get a chance for a long rest, I can do something for you.
oh, okay. Well, I guess for now I'll just replenish to my 3. Well, I guess I would just need about 34 arrows. So 2
30.
quivers.
So each quiver is 20.
Yep.
Well, you can buy 20 arrows. So how many arrows do you want to buy?
34. But if I need to, I'll buy 2 quivers and.
So we'll say 40 arrows, and that'll cost you 6 gold pieces.
6.
And I wouldn't sell to my grandmother for any less, so 6 gold pieces.
I'm not in the mood to negotiate. Here's your 6. Filthy goblin.
You know, usually you get a quiver of arrows for a gold piece, so.
Yeah, that's really
Supply and
expensive
demand.
here. But what choice do I have? There's no stores nearby.
Like when you buy water bottle in airports, like I know I'm overpaying, but
Expensive water.
No, that's the what they call the tax, the VAT.
Yeah.
Yeah, like $10 Cokes, right?
yeah.
All right.
Okay. Everybody got what they need?
Yeah. Good.
A goblin
Alright.
does approach Syed. Actually, a bugbear. One of the bugbear guards comes up to Syed and says, "Oi, don't like
Hey.
you lot round here. See these zombies following you. We don't take kindly to the dark arts. Probably best that you leave."
They're not dark.
I will. I'll mimic the promise made just a few minutes ago to our party in his boss's voice.
You may have safe passage here, but just let you know, I don't trust you. Those who dabble in the dark arts. You've literally brought the dead back to life as your servants. So just to let you know, I don't like it. The boss says you're okay, but I don't like it. And he storms off.
As he's walking away, I will let off a skunk scent on him with prestidigitation.
All right. So as he goes through this room here, these goblins give him a wide berth, and he enters in there, and you hear Yek this, "What is that stink?" And much hilarity ensues. So keep zombies, of course, Syed, but a lot of people don't like people leading around the dead. So just something to keep
Yep.
in mind.
I'm aware. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. So
To
you
be
want
honest,
to
Said, for me, it's like you were walking with a couple of chicken drumsticks.
what a
It's
waste.
very strange.
I'm gonna say to Saeed, is there anything here you think in the lobby or in the marketplace that we could disguise him a little bit with? Maybe a hat, a helmet, make him look from a distance unless they get up close, kind of like not zombies maybe. They just
Would-
kind of stand around as guards. You think?
Uh, but since they are pretty fresh corpses, would they look like
They look,
zombies?
they look like people, but they move like zombies.
True.
I have
Yeah,
costumes and disguise.
Cut up too and stuff.
Do you guys have like beer cups, and maybe we can like wrap them around their arms and make them seem like they're drunk?
Do you guys have canes? Like a walking stick?
Oh,
I have one.
Snapper would probably have those type of things.
I've got some torches. Yeah, I've collected a lot of stuff, but nothing.
I'll ask the goblins if they have like a walking stick.
A walking stick. Of course we do. Yours for only 3 gold pieces.
I'll buy 3 for 3 gold pieces.
Oh, man. I wouldn't sell it to my own mother for that. How about 2 gold pieces?
For 3 of them? Sure.
Yes, 2 gold pieces each.
That's fine.
All right. You got 3 walking sticks.
Okay, I'll give them to the zombies and they're gonna walk like with the walking sticks. Kind of hopefully make them look like they're just have a bad leg or something.
Okay. So just so we're clear on how these zombies work, you can use... So it's a bonus action to command them. Yeah, so bonus action, and you can't individually command them.
Yeah, it's all of them.
Yeah, so you can say attack, and they will all attack. Yeah. Okay, so just wanted to be clear on that, because...
Yep.
Okay, so Snapper, you're going to check out this door over here. You're going to check it for traps, listen, all that good stuff.
Yep.
Not trapped, not locked, and you hear nothing inside.
All right, then we will go with Mage Hand and just push the door open.
So, the door swings open, and there's a gruesome diorama of stuck corpses of beholders and 6 goblins, all of them in battle poses and adorned with costume jewelry. So, I didn't decorate this room. I didn't think you guys would be back here. That's right. So, the big diorama against this back wall. We're back to the terrible drawing. And there's an ivory chessboard here. There's a huge 9-foot, 3-foot wide painting of Yek, depicting him in regal human form, proudly standing with a golden circlet on his brow, and a heavy iron-banded wooden chest with iron rings. So we'll say over here. But as you enter, the bugbear says, "While you have free reign in here, this is where Yek keeps his goodies, so it's best if you just leave. I mean, you have an ally raiding his treasure is not the way to keep an ally, so I suggest you just leave."
I want that painting so bad.
Painting of Yek?
Yes. No, I like paintings. It's my guy's thing.
Go on,
Yeah.
get out.
Cross is going to leave.
Oi, I saw you. Out. Oh, did I see you?
No, did you?
I'll give... I don't think he's going to be able to beat that stealth. No, he wasn't looking for you. No, he was kind of. But I don't think he's going to be able to do it anyway. Ooh, a natural 20, which makes it a 20, which is still not good enough. Oi, you, get out of here, he says, saying to Joseph.
I'll say, all right. Go ahead,
Yeah.
let's go. Come on,
Yeah.
let's go, come on. And I'll like say, all right, come on with us, let's go, we're out.
Okay, and the bugbear stand in front of the door and close the door behind them. Regal, you sneaky kinku, what are you up to?
All right. So I'll check the chest for traps.
Um,
Want that to be a different roll?
just let me check. So you're checking if you check it for trapped. It's not trapped,
Okay.
and it doesn't even appear to be locked.
All right. Well, then I'm just going to peek my little beak in there.
And what you find in there is 2,000 silver pieces.
Ooh. Okay. Jot that down in the group. You said there was a painting in here somebody wanted?
The painting is quite huge, though. It's 9 foot
Oh.
tall and 3 foot wide.
Okay. I'll just check to make sure this ivory chest set isn't trapped, and if not, I'm gonna 5-finger that.
It's not trapped. You can take that as well if you like.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Now, what is interesting is, remember, there's a diorama here featuring stuffed corpses of Beholder and 6 goblins, and all adorned with costume jewelry. So you could take that as well if you wanted to.
Yeah, that'll help my costumes. So I'll add that to my costume kit.
Yep.
While he's doing that, I'm going to go to the center of the room and I'm going to start doing a performance to get everyone's attention with my violin to have everyone kind of start watching me. Because I know my comrade's in there, so I'm going to try to distract people to get them away from the door and do all that kind of stuff.
Okay, so make a performance check.
Syed, make the zombies dance.
Okay, I'm gonna make the zombies dance.
Make them
I'm
do the
gonna do
Michael
it.
Jackson. Yeah, what's that song called?
Thriller.
Thriller. Yeah, the Thriller zombie dance. All right. What instrument are you playing there, Joseph?
Violin.
Violin. Okay, so the market all of a sudden stopped and looked in morbid fascination at these creatures, at the very least, moving very strangely. And this person playing the violin. You've got their attention.
I'm going to see if I'm going to call them all over to come and I'll tell a story of our feats in this in the Mad Mage's dungeon. And hobgoblins alike, goblins, gather around. Trying to get them away from the door, basically. I'm going to kind of get out of there. These guys get out of their line of sight just to do a performance over here and kind of walk around a little bit so these guys can't see me. They'd have to walk around to see me.
Every guard I've ever met in various developing countries, the most notable thing about them is they're just bored out of their brain. If there is excitement, it lasts for a matter of minutes, and the vast majority of every day is an abject boredom. So I'm not even going to roll for these bugbears. They're pretty sure everybody's left. They come out and watch this because, if nothing else, it's interesting.
And I'll keep doing that until I see Snapper, basically, join our party back.
You sneaking past, Snapper?
Yeah, I better do a little bit of this.
Okay, so you slip back out easily enough and you close the door behind you, I assume?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. Done. So well done,
Groovy.
Joseph. Well done, Snapper.
Nice.
I should have known. Don't leave Snapper alone in a treasure room here. But you got
Put
some
my-
costumes, you got a chess set, and you got a wooden chest. Well, you got the 2,000 silver pieces from the wooden
Cut it
chest.
out and take the painting for me to cut the canvas out. You get it?
Yeah.
Next time.
Okay. Was there anything else on this level that we missed? I can't remember.
Yes, this right here. Do you want to head over
Alright.
there?
Yep.
Yeah.
I think we have to. Yep.
Okay. Let me gather you all together. Gonna be easy to drag you around. Can't forget the zombies. Oops. Who are we missing? There's Balin. Where's Kane? Kane's down there. Not that it terribly matters. I think that's everybody. Alright. I think I'm just gonna copy and paste you. So we'll be in two places technically on this level, but that's okay. So I'll put you right there. Move you in the wall, but we'll fix that. And so she'll all be down here now.
All right, Balin, you want to take
Fucker
the
that
lead?
followed us. No repeat performances. Back
Ah!
to the marketplace with you.
Sorry.
Back. There's
It's
no
all right.
more show.
Bugbear embarrassed.
No
Surprised
tip, no follow.
Surprised he managed to get that far.
No tip, no follow.
All right.
Yep.
Right, so you leave the market. You get back into kind of the more dangerous areas, and you glance down the corridor, and you see a head. Yep.
All right. I'll keep trucking then. Cautious.
Okay, you've already managed to disable or spot 3 traps with your passive perception of 18, and you keep an eye out, and yeah, just curves around like that. Where's Kane? There's Kane. So Kane follows along, and you glance down the corridor. Just say it continues like that.
Okay. We're getting our steps in today. 10,000 steps. Let's do it. Oh, keep on going.
Oops. All right. So yeah, you keep on trucking. This is a long, featureless corridor.
Wow. Does it look like it ends there, or just down here?
Okay, so you can. It does open up into a room, and you can't quite see it yet, but you hear the sound of something metal being thrown around. I shouldn't have revealed that. Never mind. And some arguments going on of some sort, like growling creatures at each other. So you hear something metal being thrown around, and some creatures kind of snarling at each other, almost like I don't know, 2 hyenas are arguing over a scrap of meat. That type of vibe.
Well, let my colleagues know what's up. I'm just wondering if we should, maybe one of us should sneak down there and see if we can see what's up before we just run up there.
I'll do it. And I'm going to transform into a lizard with my wild shape.
Oh,
cool.
Nice.
I am turned into a lizard.
Someone has a bat too.
We have all sorts of options.
Yeah.
We have zombies, snakes, bats, lizards.
So there you are. You're a lizard now.
Awesome.
Nice.
And I'll start moving down the corridor.
Okay, are you stealthing at all, or how are you doing that?
Yeah, like as stealthy as a lizard can be.
Well, make me a stealth check then.
Yep. Let me just look for the values of the lizard. So it's actually a straight roll, which is
Okay.
not amazing, but it's fine.
And Zeppeli, what form is Zeppeli again?
I'm on mute. A bat now. Sorry, sir.
That's right. So we have a lizard and a bat fluttering down. Okay, so make me a stealth check for the bat.
Let me pull a sheet up so I know if it's got a plus or not or anything.
Sure.
Hold on.
Mage is probably squeaky.
+2.
Okay, so just roll a d20 and add a 2.
Ooh.
Yeah.
The
The
wall.
least stealthy bat and lizard that ever existed. But you do have a look into the room. And what you do see is creatures that look like this. They're kind of humanoid creatures, and they're snarling. And in the middle of it, there's a metal helmet. and they appear to be arguing over this metal helmet. And even though you kind of... I really don't know how a lizard can be unstealthy and how a bat can be unstealthy, but somehow you've managed it. But they're paying you no mind. Their attention appears to be thoroughly on this helmet that they're arguing about.
I'll whisper that to Balin since I'm looking through Zapelli's eyes. He's close enough.
Mm-hmm.
What's going on?
And how does the creatures look like?
Like that.
For some reason, he's not showing up on my Roll20. That's fine.
Yeah, I didn't get a pop up either.
Yeah, neither did I.
How about now?
Uh-uh.
Oh,
Nope.
strange. Don't know why this. Okay, I'll do it the other way.
Just to be able to decide on my next steps.
Okay. For some reason, the link in Roll20 doesn't work. But if you head over to Discord, I shall paste the image there.
Oh.
Oh!
I thought there were...
I don't know if Balin would know what that is, but Eric knows what that is.
No. I'm gonna go back. Yeah, and as soon as I'm back, I'm gonna just wild shape back into Krosk. And
Sorry, you're not a snake. You are a Rusk.
yeah, and I'm gonna say there's like 2 bugs over there that are fighting for a helmet. I think we should put them out of their discussion, if you know what I mean.
I'll let you know what else you saw in that room. This might affect your decision. So there's bas reliefs once again on the walls of dwarves singing and drinking, and a dozen empty torch brackets are mounted to the north and south side of the walls. So bas reliefs and torches unlit. And
Since
there's
I saw them through the bat's eyes, could I make some kind of nature check to see if I knew what that kind of creature was, or would that be something that would be beyond my understanding?
Make a nature check and we'll find out.
Okay. Oh.
Nice.
You do know what it is. And do you know what it is?
Oh, I know what it is. Yes, as a player, I do. Yes.
Well, explain to people what it is then.
It's creatures that eat metal. Anything that you attack them, that's metal, they'll devour as if it's candy. I don't know how tough they are, but I do know that. And I'll tap. He's not next to me, but I'll tap Kane's metal chassis. It would help you with your stealth problem.
Well, I'm just wondering if we have anything that's metal that we don't need, we could just toss to them and go around them. I mean, I don't know how tough they are either, but if they don't attack us, we could just go around and see what's in that room.
Could try and
have some stuff I've gathered from other rooms I was going to do something with, but I don't care. I do have a shield I found in one of the rooms and a helmet that are both metal that were ancient, and I could part with them. They were just kind of a gag I was going to do. And I'll bring those both out. They're both metal helmet that was aged and worn, and a shield that was I think it was an elfin design from ancient times that was completely gone.
or I could try and sneak by them and cry for help if they find me.
I really don't like those things. To be honest, I would rather just destroy them, bunk them out of their misery. Maybe just have a quick
You could
taste.
throw them, make them run one direction, and then with your nice fine arrows you just bought, Balin.
I could send the zombies there and then start drawing them over here, and we could take them out as they run towards us.
I could grease the hallway too, just in front of them wherever they start going.
I like that.
Throw the metal on it, have the zombies there.
Use the zombies as bait, bring them to the grease, and then just pelt them down.
I'm gonna put a helmet on one of the zombies. I'm gonna give a shield to the other one.
It's like Plant vs. Zombies.
How's that sound? Yeah, does that sound agreeable to you and your new friends, Saeed?
Oh, that's perfectly fine.
Something else made of metal? No.
Nothing I don't want to get rid of.
Uh, I have caltrops that I just got.
I have like coins. I can put coins on top of the zombies.
I'm gonna stop him with the coins and go like, no, those are for later. We don't want those
Got it.
accidentally eaten.
But they're
I gotta-
useless. You guys made me carry these things that I never use them. But all right. It's
I've also got a copper tankard I could be banging against the wall to get their attention. Bring them this way.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Get
We'll
get
try
the
it.
zombies moving.
I'll try that. I'll get out the copper tankard I have and start banging it against the wall. See if I can get their attention.
Okay, so you start banging, making a loud noise, and they don't so much look up, but you see their nostrils flaring. And they look up and they see the copper tankard and they start moving towards it. And they're gonna pounce. They look as if they're making a beeline for Snapper. So
Okay.
we're gonna roll initiative. I'm gonna let you guys do one action. So you're gonna get a surprise round on them as they approach, as everybody's nice and prepared here. And if you like, for the zombie side, just make one roll, and all the zombies will go on that turn.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So the rust monsters, they slowly approach. And Joseph, you were first to do. What does Joseph want to do?
Let's see what he wants to do. 85. What's the range? 60. Justin's going to move up. Oops, that's the wrong one. He's going to move up behind the meat shields. That's about 20 there. I got to move up one more. Right there. And that should give me 60. Exactly. Yep. And I'm going to do Ray of Frost on the northern one on the top.
Okay. Fire away. So the Ray of Frost shoots off. Oh, that's the way to start an encounter. Slams into it.
Nice. Gods be good today. Minus 10 to movement.
Minus 10 to movement. That's a pretty crappy roll, though, for critical. That's right. 13 damage, so it slams into it. You see the outside of this creature starts to ice up, and it, while it's still charging towards Snapper, it's definitely slowed down. So Snapper.
Let's see. That's a 10 foot by 10 foot. Let's see. 10 foot by 10 foot.
So you got the template there, or do you want me to do it?
Yeah, please. I'm looking for it. I can't see it. 10
Yeah,
foot.
under where you see your character sheets, there's a thing that says area of effect templates.
Oops. Oops.
And if you go in there, you'll see it. But here's a 10-foot square for you anyway.
Thanks. I just turned my picture into a 10-foot square.
All right.
I don't know how I did that. All right. So, yep, I will cast that. And then 5, 10, 15, 20.
Okay, so Snapper is up to his old ways, comes and casts the greased spell right in the path of these monsters. Let's see how they react. But Balin.
Okay. Can I shoot through or over these zombies?
Yes, you can.
Okay. Then I will do that. I'm going to use my bow on these guys. So the top one's already damaged.
Oh, yes. 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 All right. I'm gonna take.
2 shots at the top one and 1 shot at the bottom one.
Hit.
All right.
So these first 2 are for the top one. The top one falls rather usefully. And then
Oh,
your
very
third
good.
shot you said was for the bottom one.
Yeah, so in that second is the Gloomstalker additional damage.
Okay, got it. 10 damage on that one. Got it. Dock. First one falls. Sayed, what you got?
I'm just gonna tell the zombies to defend and then do a chill touch at the one in the bottom.
Okay. So bonus action, tell them to chill. Chill touch at the bottom, 17 hits. 10 necrotic. Okay. It's not looking good for these rust monsters. Krosk.
Cross is going to. So he's seeing that all of them are down. So I guess I'll just hold. I'll prepare my sling in case they come into range. But
Okay, got it.
that's about it. Yeah, like over here.
That rust monster is dead, but this one, actually, that was the surprise round. Joseph. Oh no. No, I'm going to give them an action. I don't think it's going to matter. But to get through the grease, it's going to be a DC 14. Let's see how dexterous rust monsters are. Yeah. So the rust monster charges forward, eyes forward. Whoop, didn't do that. Comes into this, gets right to here, slips up, falls down prone. Snapper. Joseph.
Alright, well, disadvantage.
Yep.
Ray of Frost. Coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, no. Well, actually, yeah, I might as well. I'm not going to do anything. Ray of Frost, there it is.
Bing! Disadvantage. It misses. Whoosh. Just lying prone. Doesn't help with the ranged attacks. Snapper.
I'll take my chances too.
Nope. Magic stones. Ping, 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 ping. Down the corridor. Alan, is yours going to be the shot that does it? At disadvantage. Because they're prone. I'll be nice and say it just plain old misses. So your next attack. At disadvantage. That hits.
I had a couple arrows back.
Mm-hmm. And with that, the rust monster falls to the ground dead.
That was easier than I thought.
I'll take the helmet back and the shield back and stick them back in my bag.
All right.
I'm going to get closer to the monsters and just analyze them and try to discern what they are. Like, are they bugs? Are they magical creatures? Are they?
It's nothing you've ever seen before in nature, Krosk, so it throws you off a little bit. You suspect it's some type of monstrosity. Perhaps not even from this plane of existence.
Can I assess if they're edible?
They're mostly metal, so it's hard to tell with Krosk, but most people would find this completely inedible.
Okay, yeah, metal is not cool.
Expect all the torch holders and see if any of them are levers or any of them are doing anything that would reveal secret doors or anything like that.
Okay, so you go through and go these unlit torches. There's a lot of them, which is unusual. There's, I think, 12 of them. Yeah, a dozen empty torch brackets, and you pull them, hoping for the secret door behind them, but they appear just to be normal metal torches.
I'd like to inspect the helmet that they were arguing over.
Okay, it's a rusted steel helmet.
Oh, okay. I'll go ahead and cast mending on it and then stick it in my packet. In my pack.
Easy enough to do.
What kind of helmet was it?
I guess it's now just what did I say? Rusted steel helmet. So you can just put steel helmet now.
Okay.
Your mending fixes it. Okay.
All right. And then if there's nothing else of interest, then I will go check out the door.
Not trapped. You hear nothing.
Mage hand, open the door.
Boop. 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 So you see
Okay.
just over here some type of rubble and junk. That's all you can see from this angle.
Sure, I will. I'll step in and see what's up around this corner.
Okay. Well, I've left Kane all the way back there. Let me just bring Kane across. Come on, Kane. Here we go.
Extra
Okay.
slow tonight.
So you peer up the corridor. And just a long corridor that ends in a door.
What do you guys think? Should we go this, go up this corridor, or see what this straight ahead looks like?
Well, let's finish off south because it looks like we've got a little bit more space on the map. North.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sneak up here and try to look down both directions.
Okay, so now I played around this for a while, and it's very hard to depict actual looking webs because webs are supposed to be very hard to spot, but this area is just covered in webs. I know it looks a little bit odd with the white on black, but otherwise you just can't see it on the map. But above there's just a whole lot of sticky webs, just lots and lots of them. And you peer up, just get the right angle, peer up the corridor a little bit, and it continues like this. But in terms of the south, it does end in a door there. And I'll just explain the room. There's lots of clutter here, scattered piles of broken furniture and garbage, and there's 2 iron chandeliers. You look at the top, and there's a rope at the top, which has been cut. And you look at the chandeliers, and there's rope cut on there too. So you assume that the chandeliers were cut and dropped to the ground. And pinned beneath one of the chandelier is a big spider that's very obviously dead.
How long has it been dead?
Make me a... I think for you it would be a nature check. So this spider is right under one of those chandeliers. So make a nature check. It's been a while, you're not sure. But there are some signs of decomposition. You're not that familiar with spider anatomy.
And is that like a? Would I know how dangerous that spider is? I mean, I guess that if it's big, it's probably dangerous. But like,
It's
would it
twice
kill
as...
me in a fair fight?
I'll put it this way. If Malcolm was wandering around the forest and I saw a spider twice the size of me, I would definitely be afraid of it.
I'd wonder why you were in Australia.
Yes. But if you want a visual, that's what it looks like. And twice the size of you, Krosk.
I was going to tell everybody. Now, this is one of the best kept lizard folk secrets out there, but these things are a delicacy. There's a ton of meat in the legs, especially. So we could probably have a banquet if there's another pressure over there.
Cross guy, I'm gonna have to trust you on that one, and you can have my portion.
Awesome. Now we can kickstart the process by starting to burn all the webs down here, and I think that is going to be easier. What do you guys think? It's not going to be silent. but I also am an expert in bugs, and they hate fire.
Do you have a way to cast it, or because I got
Yes.
prestidigitation? Okay.
Well, could we have a zombie hold a torch and walk in there and light it up? So if there's something nasty in there, we're not the ire of it.
Yeah,
I like it.
I'll send the zombies in because I think they all have to do the same thing.
With the torch?
Okay. So you're giving the zombies torches and saying, burn, baby, burn?
I'm giving them torches and then, yeah, pretty much.
All right. Okay. So the notes here. Okay. Okay, so they can get through about 5 square feet around. I'm going to assume they go in and they start removing the webbing here and they get through. You're just going to ask them to continue on?
Yep.
And if this process is taking some time, I'll help them just throwing produce flames like from behind.
Okay, so the zombies, yep, come around here. And as they come around there, and spiders come scuttling down out of the darkness. And they see them burning the flames, and they obviously don't like it. So the first spider comes out, and they're gonna have move that one down there, one down there. They're gonna take one. Actually, the zombies would need to be there if they were burning it, so we'll move them there. And they come out and they bite both zombies. The first one. Now, I believe zombies are immune to poison, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes. Yep.
Okay, so the first zombie takes 11 points of damage and just shakes off the poison, no problem. The second one, it's going to attack the same zombie since it didn't fall. And it rolls a... Oh, that was initiative. Whoops. It's going to bite again. And hits again for another 11 points of damage. Now the zombie goes down. But I believe you need to make some type of roll to see if it gets back up again.
Yep. Constitution saving throw, DC 16.
Okay, so it stays down.
Yep.
And with these spiders scurrying down, we're going to have to do one of these. So roll initiative for me, please. And to the surprise of no one, there are a lot of giant spiders here. Alright, so you see these giant spiders come in and just obliterate one of Syed's precious zombies. I guess I should roll in Kane. There you go, Kane. On point as usual with the low thing. So Joseph, you see these spiders come through and just start attacking the zombies. What do you do?
Alright, well, I'll activate my Blade Song.
Which is an action, I believe.
Bonus action.
Bonus action, okay.
And I'll move to right there, and I will, since we talked about I can now do a cantrip and attack because of Tasha's, I'm going to do a green flame blade onto the one to the north of it.
Uh-huh.
Oh, 17.
Hits.
I take off that disadvantage when we go back to normal.
That's right, but 17 hits.
And it does 20 damage to that one, and then the splash damage to the one below it is he takes 5 below it.
Got it. Okay, so they take the damage, they don't fall, they're still looking standing and strong.
And then I'll rapier the one also with my second attack, the top one.
Hits. Just a straight dice. Yep,
And I'll
nice.
adjust my AC to 19 on my character sheet so you know it's 19.
Okay, so the top one is standing, but only just. And they snarl and gibber at you. Krosk.
Okay. Uh, I want to try something new, but I don't know if this is the time. Um, I guess I'll just stay with my trusted moonbeam as
Okay.
a way of kickstarting this. And that was a terrible roll, but it's we just place it. It's a 5 foot radius.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'll place it right between them.
All right.
And
So it happens right from the start, correct? So I should
at the beginning of their
beginning
turn.
of their turn. Okay.
Yeah.
So it is indeed the beginning of their turn.
Okay, so Constitution save 15.
Boomp, boomp, 19 and a 14. So 4 damage. Okay, the one to the top shrivels up into a mess, and the second one
Oh,
takes a 2 point. Only got 2 hit points left. So okay, but now it's the spider's turn. So first thing that happens is another giant spider comes down
Uh-oh.
and zooms down here. But the first one, oh, and it entered the moonbeam, I guess, didn't it? So it needs to make a dexterity saving throw as well. Was it
Constitution save.
8? Constitution. Oh, that's what I did. Oh no, I did dexterity. So Constitution save 19. So 2 points of damage to that one.
Yep.
Okay, so the one to the south is going to target Joseph, who's right up there with a web. So this web shoots out at you, Joseph. I need you to make me... I need to attack first. It's a plain old attack. So we'll do an attack. And it rolls a 19, which I believe hits.
But I have a shield, so I'll pop that out once I get to my character sheet.
Okay, so your shield pops up and the web just bounces off it. No damage done.
24 for the rest of the round.
Okay. It is going to try and bite you, and that misses. That's that one. That's that one. Bellin.
All right. Is it just the one in the north that's attacking Joseph?
Both of them. One of them tried to web it, and one of them tried to bite, and both failed.
All right. I'm going to step in here, and I'm going to target the one right in front of Joseph.
Okay, so the one to the north, yep. Hits.
Let's go through these.
So 2 hits.
First 2, okay.
Got it.
1. And I will stay. I'll stay right there.
Snapper.
All right. He took my spot, so I'm going to go here.
No, you were going to take my spot, Snapper.
So I'm guessing I have line of sight at least on the northern one.
Uh-huh.
So we'll go with
Ooh. Ding, 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 ding. Misses. Rattles down the corridor.
all right. Then I will stay where I'm at, and I need to go put Snapper Jr. to sleep.
Oh, okay. No problem. The zombie.
Okay. This zombie's gonna take a slam attack.
Okay. 19 hits. Which one? I guess one to the south.
Yes.
Okay. Slam. Whoosh.
The second one's gonna move up.
You can't.
No?
No. We will need to give them the same action. You can't say move and attack.
Okay. So,
You could, I guess, say attack spiders. That would be
Okay.
fine. And then
Okay.
they would move there and attack the spider, so that's fine. But the command is attack spiders! And they're smart enough to move and attack, so yeah. You can attack that one. Yep.
second attack.
That hits as well. 3 points of bludgeoning damage. Cool, got it.
And that's it.
Okay, Kane, slow to the party, but he rushes up. I'm on my way! I'm on my way, allies! And he rushes up there and says, stand in my radiance!
Orb!
Okay, so... another spider comes down. And it's going to try to shoot webbing at Kane. What's his armor class? But Kane, with his heroic stance, dodges it, and it goes wide. Also, those kinds of Syed.
Alright, he's gonna move up. And he's going to do a chill touch on the one on the south.
Okay.
Sorry. Too many things open.
Ooh, so it goes well wide. No attack done.
Alright, that's it.
Okay. Another spider approaches. Gets to there and is a bit annoyed how crowded it is. Krosk.
Okay. So Cross is going to move over here, and he's starting to salivate because this is a lot of good food. From these two spiders, which one looks the most hurt?
The second one, this one.
Okay, so he's going to kickstart the process by throwing a produce flame into that thing. So 16.
Okay, I'm gonna say for one thing. The webbing disappears from there in flame. Produce flame on this one, 16 hits. So yeah, roll damage.
5 fire damage.
5 fire damage is enough to take it down. And roll me a d8. Another d8. Oh, we'll just take the 5 actually. So the fire comes down and burns this guy a little bit. So he takes some fire damage from the things going off, but it's still up.
Okay.
Joseph.
Alright, Joseph will do his first attack, just a normal rapier to the bottom one. I wonder if you guys can do it.
Misses.
Then I'll do, just because it's different, booming blade on that one down there. And
Misses.
awesome. And just like he meant to do that, and just stay right there.
Okay. This spider moves up over the top of his dead spider friend, and it's going to try and attempt to grapple Joseph.
Moonbeam. He starts the moonbeam.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see if he
Good.
survives the moonbeam. Is it a
Um,
Constitution saving throw? Was it?
Yeah, Constitution DC 15.
So it moves through the moonbeam. It's about to pick up Joseph and do something with him, but he's down there. But unfortunately, the moonbeam hits it. But
Oh, yes.
so that one's dead.
Roasted.
That one's dead. Let's clear out some of these spiders. Okay. So yeah. So that was that one. So Bellin, you're up.
Okay. All right. Well, I will. I'll move up and attack the spider.
16, 15. Both of those hit.
Okay.
24. Got it. Okay. Still standing.
Okay. Let's hang.
Napper.
All right, I will move here and do that.
Ding,
Jeez,
ding, ding,
it's
ding,
not my
ding,
night.
ding. Down the corridor.
Yeah, I'll just I'll stay put.
So your zombies will continue to attack it.
Yep. So they'll probably move up then.
The meat shields are coming up trumps. Okay,
Yep.
so 2 slam attacks, I guess. Miss.
Okay, and that's it.
Kane will come over here, and he's going to throw his Azure Blade. Oomph.
Ooh.
It's not in fact out of ammo. And he's going to throw it again. And both of them hit. Whoosh. So that Kane's feeling pretty cool. This spider goes down. Okay, now this spider is going to realize he's the only one. He's going to attempt to web the zombie. Let's do it the oh yes. So the zombie that looks like the eight-eyed dwarf is restrained with webbing, and that's it. And then the spider skitters away. Okay, Syed.
If I move up, can I see the spider or is it too dark?
I think with your human eyes, it's too dark. And it's disappeared into the spider webbing.
I'll just tell the zombies to continue burning the webbing.
Okay, so that's what they'll do when it's their turn. Krosk.
So I saw the spiders running, so I'm going to. I don't see them, so I'm going to throw a produce flame into like a web to start
Okay.
creating some space.
Since it's easy for me, I'm going to delete that webbing. I'm going to say between you and the zombies, you get through that webbing. You're dead. Joseph.
That was faster than I thought. I'm just going to stand back here next to Kane, pull out my violin. My comrades, I feel, have this, and just start tuning it a little bit and let them continue on with the combat and just relax and kind of play a little bit of music for them to continue the slaughter.
Balin.
All right.
Performance for you guys.
Nice.
Ah, nice tunes. Very good. Balin.
So I have the
It's a
60
light finger.
feet dark vision. Can I see where the spider went?
Actually, it was there. Let's see. From where are you? Right there. Nope.
All right. Okay, I'll just wait until the zombies move up to burn more then.
Okay, Snapper.
Yeah, I'm kind of getting stuck, so I'll go right about there, and I'll hold an action. If spider pops its head up around the corner, then I'll shoot it.
Okay, so this zombie tries to move up. Can you make me a strength check for the zombie side?
Yes.
Break 3 of the webbing. Nope. So it's just struggles in a classic, Walking Dead type of thing, not getting anywhere. Balin moves up right next to the zombie, and he actually sees the zombie. Being a high elf, half elf, and he throws his Azure Edge weapon for the last time this long rest, and he hits. And that's 12 damage. Yep. The zombie, the spider does not fall. giant spider, realizing its days is done, is going to come back, rush down here. It's going to attack Kane. It's going to try and bite into Kane. Yeah! Rolls a 17, which isn't enough to hit. Syed.
Syed will do a chill touch.
Okay. Hits. And with that, the last giant spider you can see falls.
Shot.
It's a very good shot.
Alright, I'll help the zombie out of the web.
I feel like that is like when your remote controlled car gets like stuck or something. So you just go into a zombie.
Okay.
All right. This is going to be food for days, guys.
So you're gonna continue burn webbing?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so after a bit of effort, you burn most of the webbing through. Let me reveal the areas for you. Why isn't that working? Let's do it this way. Yeah. Oh. Okay, so the corridor carries on like that. You burn through the webbing, and let's work. There we go. There's another room to the north there. And what you see, if you advance up to this area here, it appeared to be the lair of the spiders. Nothing much of interest there. But to the south, there is something more of interest. Is ignore this little thing off to the side here. With all of these maps, it's possible to extend the dungeon into other areas if you want to. I don't want to, so this is the corridor that's supposed to connect, so just ignore that. Why don't I hide it and you don't even need to ignore it. Okay, now the reason I didn't remove these maps, but these webbings, is you look into there, and you see suspended within these webs are 6 cocoons. So you can still burn them, of course, if you like to. But I'll give you that option. But there are 6 suspended figures in the webbing in this room to the south.
Well, they could be alive still.
Can we perceive if there's any motion or anything like that, or sounds or anything?
Make a perception check.
Go ahead, Bailey, if you want. I mean,
Sure. Yeah, I'm checking that out.
Don't appear to be moving.
Well, we could burn a path up to them. Just kind of burn away the webs.
I feel like burning it would be too dangerous. So maybe just grab the web and. So I'm going to use my staff, kind of what's the name of that? Like candy.
Candy Plus.
Yeah, just trying to like wrap around as much web as I can and just making a path with it.
I'll be next to him whacking with my short sword like a machete.
Okay, let me just give me 1 second. Okay, so for this webbing, you get it up in your like candy floss cross, just not working. It's too sticky. You can't get any purchase on it. And what are you attacking it with, Snapper?
Short sword.
And short door does slashing damage. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Let me double check. No piercing.
Yeah. Gonna stick it with your sword. Not getting through.
Kane, can you use your big sword just to cut through this thing?
Let's have a look. So the 0 edge. Just do an attack. Whoops. Let's just see it does. No, we didn't record it, but I assume it would do actually slashing damage. So Kane comes through and he just starts slashing through this. He's getting some purchase on it. It appears that the webbing's immune to bludgeoning and piercing damage. It's just not that type of thing. But Kane starts going to work. And he gets through and the corpses are revealed.
All right. Snapper would like to take his short sword and poke this one gently enough that if it were to do damage, it would only be like 1 point of damage.
Okay, you jab it. The cocoon does not react.
Just kind of stick it.
I'm going to use a dagger just to open the cocoon up and see what's inside.
Okay. So the one you stab, Snapper, has no effect. Now you get through them eventually, and there's 5 goblins in here, all thoroughly dead, and one of Syed's old friend. There's a Nothic in there as well, and you do search through the corpses, and you do find a little bit of treasure. You find this treasure here, just loose change on the goblins. 20 gold by 8 silver, 5 gold. Just to make your life difficult, Syed.
You can throw that spare change into the party loot, I guess.
That's a good idea.
Somebody should have that silver dagger though, just in case.
Oh.
Does anyone use daggers?
I took a shivered sword, so I'm good. Earlier.
Not
Yeah,
really.
I use daggers, so I guess I could take it if nobody else can use it.
All right.
Okay.
So literally, the only room you haven't explored is this one down here. In the entire dungeon.
All right, let's go then.
Woohoo!
Wait, no, there's 2.
Oh yeah.
There's that one, and then there's one south.
Yeah.
Which one, south?
Which one's?
Past
Oh,
the
sorry, this
chandeliers.
So you're right. There's one to the north and one to the south. You're right. Which one are you going to?
Let's do north.
Okay. So,
Sorry.
Snapper, you approach the door and you put your Kinku ears to it. You check for traps. It is not trapped. It is not locked. And in your opinion, you hear nothing the other side.
Okay, then I will mage hand the door open. That dagger was a mistake, by the way.
Sure, no problem. Okay, so you open the door. Oh, is this always doing? Open the door, and what you see inside. Well, first of all, as soon as you open the door, even with your mage hand, you're just blasted with this very, very cold energy. Just coldness. It's very, very cold in this room for some reason. And the wall rises 10 feet up, then all angle inwards, forming a pyramid. So this point here, right in the center of this yellow line, is quite a bit taller than everything. So it's like a pyramid-shaped roof reaching here. And on the other side there's a glowing rune. Now, does anybody speak Dwarvish?
Where's my guy? I think I do.
I do.
Okay, so you very quickly recognize this, and I assume you share it with everybody. And it's an ancient symbol meaning, surprise, surprise, cold. And it is glowing. And it's on the far side of the pyramid. So you have to glance up, and it's on the other side of the pyramid wall, right where it's shown there. And while you ponder what that might mean, I'm just going to quickly say goodnight to my kids. So I'll be right back.
Gonna get some water too. So I'll be right back
Alright.
too.
Good idea. Get some. I'll be back, sweet cheeks.
Very sweet.
Okay, I am back. So, what do you guys want to do with a strange, very cold pyramid room with a dwarven rune on it? That's glowing.
Snapper's gonna give himself a hug and give him a little pep talk and give himself guidance,
Okay.
and then do an Arcana check
On what exactly? On the rune?
on the rune.
Okay.
So, boom, plus boom.
Okay. So, from that, you know it's obviously magical. It's glowing, so that's an indication of that. You know it's something to do with cold. And you know typically runes are triggered by something. And that's what you get with that Arcana check.
Oh, maybe a cold spell or something.
Maybe a fire spell.
Or a
Ray
fire.
Frost, you can do produce flame.
Sure, I'll try it. I'm gonna stand like right in the edge of the room and just throw a produce flame and kind of like see what happens.
But you're not actually in the room, right? You're just on that. Just
Yeah, just in the border, just like throwing it and just
okay.
yeah.
Throw in a produce flame and nothing untoward happens. Just perfectly normal results.
Ray of Frost also. Follow up with that.
Yep, casting that from the corridor by the looks of things. You have to move up
Yeah,
a little bit,
yeah,
but
it's
sort of
right
next to
next to
Cross
Cross.
there. Yep.
I'll be right next to
So
Cross.
not actually in the room, and
Yeah.
you throw in the ray of frost. Nothing. It's hard to explain when nothing happens. I don't know what to say. Nothing remarkable happens. Nothing unusual happens. There we go.
I'm wondering if it has to touch the symbol or something like that. I don't know.
I don't know. I'm getting the feeling this might be a trap.
Yeah.
Well, if it is a trap, then I at least have some ways of avoiding some damage. I guess I will step into the room.
Okay. So you step into the room and yep, nothing remarkable happens.
We're just too curious to leave this room alone.
It's like a door with "Do not open" written on it. Right.
All right.
Now the
This-
rune is actually quite a bit above you. Remember, around the walls here are straight for 10 feet, and then after 10 feet, the pyramid starts coming together. So it's like a pyramid with a bit of a base. So it's maybe 20 feet above you.
Oh, so even with my stilts, I can't reach it. My stilts are only 10 feet.
10 feet, and I'm assuming you're not 10 feet tall.
Nope.
So, nope.
Okay. I want to do an investigation just to see if there's anything else I can tell about this thing while I'm here.
Sure, make an investigation check. So apart from the odd shape of this room, and it's bitterly cold, and this room, you look around, check for secret doors, check for anything, nothing strikes you as interesting.
All right, so I'll shrug to the group and just start to saunter back.
Okay.
Have we found anything that's cold?
Besides our hearts, no.
I'll walk into the room. And
Okay.
did Ben, you told us that was dwarf, right? For cold?
Yeah, dwarven symbol for cold, right there. And it's glowing, don't forget.
I'm going to walk in, I'm going to touch the pyramid and say, dwarf magic.
Nothing remarkable happens.
Ah. It worked for elf magic, and I'll walk out of the room.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true, it did.
Oh,
All right. No one said cold in Dwarvish, right?
No.
I'm gonna try that. I will. First, I'll just try it at the edge of the door and say the symbol in Dwarvish.
So say the word. Yep. Nothing remarkable happens. Kane says, "I'll stand next to you, Balin. If anything untowards, my holy aura will protect you."
What do you guys think? I mean,
Try
go with-
warm. Try warm or something.
say worm in Dwarvish. All right, yeah, I'll give that a try. All right.
Nothing remarkable happens.
So, so this symbol is 20 feet above the ground. Is that right?
That's correct.
Could try shooting it.
Yeah. Well, I'm just wondering if, like, it could be a trap or it could be something else. I was going to say I have a way to get up there, but is it worth it? If you guys are interested, I will use rope trick to get up there and touch it and see and say the say cold and Dwarvish again or something like that. I could try that. Or should we just leave this leave this place?
Is it your turn to touch things?
It probably is. So, yeah, I'll go over here.
Okay.
And I will cast.
Kane will follow you. I'll protect you.
I like it. I was going to ask him, but I'm like, I don't want to impose, Gabe, but thank you for volunteering. So I'll.
Oh, before you do anything, wait.
Oh, yeah.
I'll give you guidance.
Oh, thank you.
And out. Okay.
I'm out of here. Okay, so let's do this.
As soon as you cast it, the entire room erupts with cold energy. Just there's no save for this, but you're going to take 8d8 worth of cold damage.
I would like to do this. Oops. Yeah, cast a spell, absorb. It's a reaction. If I can.
Wow.
How much does it absorb?
It's if I can get this up here. There it is. It says
5,
resistance
right?
to type of damage.
So you have resistance. That's good. Yep.
Yeah, so half.
And the target takes the triggering type, and the spell ends. Also, the first time you hit with a melee, yeah. So you absorb some of it, and the next time you are hit with something, you do 1d6 worth of cold damage. So you absorb the cold energy, taking 20 points of damage, and the next time someone hits you, they get 1d6 as you release the elements.
All right, minus 20. Guys, it's a trap.
At that point, Syed's suddenly going to remember that he hasn't cast Mage Armor, nor has he done his ward. So he's going to do that.
Hank says, "Holy shit, that hurt!" Not only is Malcolm coughing, but Kane is as well. And he stumbles out of the room looking very, very frostbitten. I'm so glad I helped you out there, Balin.
Thanks for coming with me. Yeah. No one died, at least.
Wow.
The rune has stopped glowing. And it seems the trigger was casting a spell in the room. So, Grosk and whoever it was else that cast a spell, Joseph, be thankful you didn't cast a spell inside of the room.
Oh, yeah, that would have put me down instantly.
I'm gonna give 10 good berries to Kane just because he's.
Thank you, brother. I will stand firm as much as I can. And he coughs, and a couple of ice crystals pop out.
And I'm going to just use Brutus Flame in my hand and just try to warm up like his armor. Just,
His
just to
armor
be.
is definitely frostbitten with patches of ice on it, and he's shivering a little bit. But your produce flame warms him up, and yeah, and it starts to smell a little bit because once again, Kane has been exerting himself in this plate mail armor, and it can't help but be a little smelly. So it's made a little bit smellier, but you guys are probably used to the smell of Kane by now. It's one of the disadvantages of wearing plate armor.
Prestidigitation on him to make him smell better.
Okay, he does smell better. You're the Axe body spray of the D&D world.
All right. So the door down south is our, I think our
Yeah.
last endeavor before going to level 3.
Okay, so Napper, you do your thing. Listen, check for traps. No traps. Not locked. You don't hear anything.
All right. Mage hand.
Okay, so in this room is another dead spider. So there's a dead spider there. Its body shot full of arrows and scorched by fire. Lies next to a wooden bed, which is that there. A broken wooden bed. And there's an armoire here. Apparently untouched. It's draped in a few cobwebs, but not like the cobwebs, like the webs. Like from what a normal spider would produce.
All right. I'll just check it out before I open it.
So checking it for traps, sure.
Mhm.
Oh, that cure wounds was on Kane, was it?
Oh, that was on me. I'm
Oh, sure.
selfish that way.
Sure,
But he
no problem.
has lay on hands. He could
He
heal
does.
himself.
He's
Yeah.
going to fire that. He's technically level 7 now. So he's going to give him 35 hit points.
Nice.
I'm going to give yourself 34, actually. Leave 1 in reserve, because it's a good trick paladins can do. If someone's down, right? They can just pump 1 hit point in them and they're back up. Okay, so Kane's looking a lot healthier as he calls upon his deity to sort it out. Snapper, you check it for traps. You don't detect any traps.
All right. Then I'll start poking my beak in there.
Okay, so you open up the armoire, and inside you see the skeletal remains of a very short humanoid. You suspect it's halfling, though it could be a gnome or something like that, but you suspect it's a halfling. Very obviously dead because it's a skeleton. It's clad in a chain shirt, and it's got a ring on its finger. It's quite unusual because the rest of its body is you assume clothing is rotted away, but this ring looks brand new and shining.
All right. I will give myself guidance again, and I will take a closer look at that ring.
Mm-hmm. It's a nice looking ring. Yeah.
All right. I will go ahead and take it off his hand
Easy enough to do.
and try and do an Arcana check on it.
You inherently know that it's magical. You would assume it would have rusted at least. I mean, the halfling has gone from a fully functioning halfling to a skeleton, which takes a long time. So assume that a normal ring would have rusted by now. So you suspect it's magical in nature, but beyond that, you don't know.
All right. I'll pop it in my pouch for now.
Okay.
Can I assess how this spider died?
Yep, shot full of arrows.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
That's right.
Hey, Balin, here are
I-
some arrows in case you want it.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say I wasn't here. It wasn't me. But yeah, I'll if there's some usable arrows, I'll top my quivers off.
There's a D10 worth of arrows.
All right. All right. That's how many I needed.
Ah, perfect. So if you want to note next to that ring that it came from room 19B, so I can cross-reference it later.
Room 19 Bravo.
19 Bravo. Put it in chat.
Okay.
19
Thank you.
Bravo is correct. Okay, so that's man, if you just zoom out, you see how much you guys have explored and done well in. Apart from maybe the second to last room, that was a bit of a disaster, but you've done well.
Yes.
Sorry, I would have done it, but I'm not that tall.
We're just too curious. We can't leave a room like that behind without finding out what's going on.
I think the door with "Do Not Open" on it is pretty much
Yeah.
the same. He just couldn't resist.
Right. So we're heading to the stairway to level 3.
Yep.
So,
Okay.
That's all we got.
So I'm just going to drag you across to the third level. A couple of things to note, though. I've put the dynamic lighting on for this level. We'll see how it works. I know even for me, I've just got a new computer. It takes a couple of maybe 10 or so seconds to load, and then it runs smoothly. But if anybody has any problems with it just lagging too much and it's just being unusable, just let me know, because that's not a fun experience, and we'll go back to the system I used here. So we're going to try dynamic lighting, but if it's just too cumbersome, if it locks up your computer, then just let me know and I'll revert back to the previous lighting system. So
I do have a.
Yep.
Sorry, Malcolm, I just have a quick question. I was kind of playing around with dynamic lighting for a game that I'm running, and is there a setting where the fog of war is still on, but you still have like memory of the room where you had been? I think there is that the setting you're going to use, or
yes, that's a setting I'm going to use. It's called
okay, cool.
Explorer
That's
mode.
what I was. What was it called again?
Explorer mode.
Explorer mode. Yes. Okay. I was going to say that's definitely the way I would prefer it, because it's like if you've been there, it seems like
It's classic like fog of war and like old role-playing games. You see it. If a creature moves in there, you don't know about it though. But yeah.
Right.
So it'll map it for you automatically as we go.
Excellent.
So let's go over to the third level. And as I said, it's going to take a couple of seconds to load up. But if anybody, if it locks up for anybody, just let me know. But I find just give it a 20 seconds or so and it calculates everything, then it's fine. So we'll see how this goes. Because dynamic lighting, if nothing else, it's just a lot more fun.
Out of curiosity, we probably don't want to do this, but did anybody want to try and take that key to that stone room and unstone it? Or do we think it's supposed to be stone?
I may have missed that week.
I think you did. There was a room, a piece of the dungeon that had lots of different things. Like there was a mind flayer, there was goats. There are lots of things that were in stone form, and they found this magical kind of circle thing. And when you put in one of those creatures there and said "Alf Magic," I think it was, it revealed it turned the thing back into like the stone goat became a goat.
Maybe we'll just keep that in the back of our mind.
I see my token, but I see nothing else.
Me too.
Same here. Yep.
Okay. I think it's already feeling too cumbersome. Okay, I'm going to revert back to the other one. Yeah.
Or maybe we're under the fog of war or something.
Yeah, well, my one is. I mean, I'm running lots of things here. When I tested it, I wasn't running all these other various bits and pieces that I have going, and yeah, it's locked up my screen. But we'll give it a couple of seconds so I can change a setting. Yeah, as I said, dynamics lighting's pretty cool, but just on this huge screen, it's huge map. It does lock up things, and it has seemingly locked up my computer. But we'll give it a couple of seconds. Well, let me describe what you see as you go down there, regardless. So, level 3. Just as a reminder, your friendly drow ally did give you some information about this, about how there's two factions here. There's the there are two factions here. There is the House Avrinda, which is the Drow one, and the Legion of Azrock. And okay, maps up. Let me change these settings. Dynamic lighting off. Explorer mode off. Okay. Oh, you probably can see everything now. Close your eyes.
Yep. I'm gonna
Close your
close
eyes.
my eyes.
Lagged. Here you go. None of you should. Okay, good. So let me hide area. Turn on. Focus. Okay, there we go. Okay, let me put you back on here. So Joseph, you should see yourself around here. So we're doing the old reveal areas, which is a bit of this. Kane. Krosk, you should see yourself here.
Yep.
Syed, oops, here.
Yep.
And Zipali there. And Balin there. And I guess you want 3 zombies.
2. 1 died.
2, okay. Now, actually, just try dragging them on yourself. And you should be able to move them now by default.
Once they're tiny.
Okay. Oh, I know what that is. Just a second.
Size doesn't matter.
Great. I don't know why they're tiny. They shouldn't be tiny, so we'll shrink them up a bit.
And I'm going to say to the party, I can make Zappelli invisible as a bat and fly around with his blind sense to see what's going on a little bit on the new level. Or if Snapper, if you're feeling lucky.
Yeah, Bat's probably going to have a little bit better luck. They won't give it much thought if they just see a bat flying around.
Now,
I can make the bat invisible is what I was going to do.
one thing I was going to say is this place is dark. It is pitch black, which is why dynamic lighting would have made it interesting. And the other interesting thing is I believe Mr. Investigator Snapper, who I didn't look like I dragged onto the map. Are you there, Snapper?
I don't see me.
Okay,
I did before.
There you are.
Okay.
There. Now, I don't believe Snapper has dark vision, right?
I do not, but I have a hooded lantern.
What does a hooded lantern do? Just a normal lantern, right? So, but it'll be shedding
Yeah.
light.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind. It's going to be a bit trickier for Snapper this level because you can absolutely use a lantern, but good luck sneaking around holding a lantern.
Well,
And Syed, you have a similar problem?
yep. We have a drift globe, though, don't we?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
but that
that
produces a lot of light.
some reptile monster had it. Stone. Restless. That we had centipedes come out and bite.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
why I
not
remember that.
saying you can't see down here. I'm just saying it's complicating things. Like how is Zeppeli going to... not Zeppeli. How is Snapper going to sneak around holding a lantern? So something to keep in mind.
Okay.
Yeah, choices. It's up to you guys what you want to do. I don't mind doing Zappelli. Balin, if you want to take the lead.
Yep,
Balin, do you have dark vision?
I do.
Okay.
I think it's just Syed and Snapper.
I don't have dark vision either. And I don't know if Kane.
And I got dark vision also.
Okay, so assume Snapper will be using the hooded lantern, saying Syed the drift globes. But Bellin, you come into the corridor, you look around. Over here, you see. Get my notes here. It's some type of catacombs. There's a lot of seemingly spaces for dead creatures here. So it's like almost like a catacomb for storing dead people. You can just see the edge of it here.
Okay. Wow, where to begin, guys? New level.
Oh yes.
Well, I'll pick a way for starters. I'll come over here and peek around this corner.
Okay. So this room is quite massive. So that I need to scroll up here. So yeah, this is so there's a catacombs obviously, and it's very cold here. Might just be they wanted to keep this area extra cold due to the dead that you assumed is stored here. And the walls themselves are carved with like imagery of mountains, marbled with veins of glittering minerals, and inscribed with dwarvish script. This tome, yeah, and all of these things are places for the dead to live. They're always stacked together like shelves. Each shelf bears a symbol, and it shows a mountain with a gem in its heart. So all along here, you see the symbol of a mountain with a gem in its heart. And yeah, strangely enough, as you look around, there is nobody's in these catacombs. They do like shortish storage areas for dead bodies, but you don't see any dwarvish or anything other bodies here.
Does it look like there like signs that there were anything here, or does it look like it had never been used?
You do see, sir, a couple of bones in some of the tombs, so you assume it has been used, but for whatever reason, it hasn't been used for a long time.
Oh, okay. All right. Should we go north first, gentlemen?
Sure.
Okay.
Yep.
Either way.
Oops.
All right.
So I'm
let's
just setting
kinda
up Kane's aura.
I'll kind of skirt around the edge of the wall,
Okay, you skirt around the edge of the wall. Easy enough to do.
and then head over here and see what I can see down there.
What are you sleight of handing there, Joseph?
I meant to hit stealth.
Ah, stealth. Okay.
Yeah, it was just
Yeah,
right next to each
I
other.
should be stealthing too. Let me do that.
Well, you creep through. You listen. You don't hear anything. Now we should be on a different sound set. Just a second. Since you're now on level 3 of the Dungeon of the Mad Mage, we have a slightly different mood here. So you wander around the catacombs. You glance around. It's slightly off-putting, but nothing jumps out. If there are undead here, it is not obvious. What you do notice as you go around the corner there, Ballin, is there's a body on the ground. Even from this distance, you can tell it's dead. It's starting. The decomposing process is well progressed. It's a dead body right here.
Cross guy, I've got something for you.
Go.
Oops.
Or another undead follower.
Yeah. Yeah, as I said, even from this distance, it's rotting.
I'm gonna get a little bit closer and see if I can tell. See what I can tell about this body. If it was how it was killed or how long it's been there. And
Well, it's rotted quite a bit, and what's left of its face seems to be twisted into some type of silent scream. Very much like that famous The Scream thing that Macaulay Culkin made famous in Home Alone, with the hands next to the face and the mouth wide open. Not dissimilar to that. If you want to try and work out more of what killed it, you're going to have to get closer.
Well, instead of doing that, I'm going to peek around this corner first to see what I can see down here.
This reveal area is verging on buggy. So the corridor just winds down there. Very rough strewn.
Well, whatever killed this guy, it might. It's been a while. It may not be here.
I'll check it out.
Okay, make me a medicine check then, Snapper.
All right. I'll give myself guidance.
Sure.
Medicine's not my favoriteest one. Yeah.
Guidance.
That's not gonna be fantastic.
Yeah, you look through. It's hard to miss because a 9's kind of good enough to work out some things while going open, and just by getting that close, you notice grisly wounds mar the corpse. There's bites, dried blood, viscera on his neck. The skin has been peeled outwards. Perhaps something emerged from within. Even though you've seen some pretty grisly things in your time, Snap, you can't help but shudder a little bit.
All right. I'm gonna take a couple steps back. And can I cast Prestidigitation on it to catch it on fire?
Sure, you can catch the corpse on fire, yeah.
Any objections?
No.
3, 2,
Probably help with the smell.
1. Okay. Yep. Done.
It starts burning, and it catches quite easily, you assume, due to the vapors and the rotting, and burns up.
So I'll turn to the group and just kind of do this thing towards my neck and do little fingers coming out of my neck.
Yeah. So maybe it was like a parasite or something.
We should be careful of the water we drink here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, all right. Should we head on down there?
Here we go. So they'll put a little fire token on that guy. He's on fire. So you continue down this winding corridor for a bit. Are you just wandering down? You've been cognizant of traps?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep a lookout.
Okay. Just make me a
You're going-
perception roll, and we'll do that for the. I'll let you know when it becomes relevant. If it becomes relevant.
Okay.
So perception. Okay.
Oh.
Okay. Joseph, you try and check left, and you walk straight into a wall. not really watching where you're going. But yeah. The corridor continues down to the south. And as far as you can see for now, until you get a bit closer down to that end bit there. Okay. Okay. So you peer into this room, Balin. And it opens up into a large room like this. You see a bunch of rocks there. Yeah.
Well, guess I'll keep on kind of sneaking up here.
Mm-hmm. Oh, roll me okay, roll me a stealth check. Okay. So you sneak in.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I'll just get a little bit closer and just kind of see what's up in here.
Okay, as you start looking around, 3 creatures emerge from the back of it. They almost look like stone themselves, and as soon as you enter, they launch to attack. So let's roll initiative. These guys are going to get their surprise round. Let me get my initiative tracker. Get all 3 of these to roll initiative. We'll come over here. Do one of these. So this is what these creatures... I'll show you the artwork for these creatures. I don't remember if you've seen them or not before. I think you have, actually. But this is what they look like. They're the Gricks before these weird parrot-like creatures. And we'll do this. Do we have the zombies on there? We do. Excellent. Oh, nice roll for the zombies. That's very un-zombie-like. So, we'll just get them go. This one zooms over to you. Comes right up close to you. And it shoots out with its tentacle. Rolling a 17. Which hits, I believe, for 11 slashing damage. Then they follow up with their big attack. Snaps at you. Hits again for 5 piercing damage. The Grick immediately next to it sees the advantage and dashes over right next to you as well. Surrounding you, hoping for a quick kill. Shooting again with its tentacles. Rolling a 13, this time missing, but they do have you flat-footed. You are surprised, so they do get advantage. So this one rolls a 21, which will also hit for another 9 slashing points of damage. It tries to hit you with its beak, rolls a 23 for 3 piercing damage.
Jeez.
This final one charges up to you as well. Once again, with surprise, tentacles shoot out. Rolls a natural 20 for 13 points of slashing damage. Finally, comes out with your beak and rolls a 14. So one of those 6 attacks misses. Oh, you got down to 1? Really?
Yeah.
Wow. So these things just go. And now, it's a normal round. Oh, and look at that. The Grick rolled the highest initiative. So this one here, this time not at advantage. It shoots out its tentacles, rolls a 21, 11 slashing damage. And Snapper, you see the horror before you as Spain is just torn apart by these creatures.
I don't know what hit me.
Yep, Kane is down. He is prone, and he is dying. What's that? Bellin. Oh, Bellin, you can make me a death saving throw.
Oh,
Welcome to the 3rd level.
You know, I completely forgot about my luck, but I guess I'll be using it now then.
Well, let's see how it goes. Okay, so you've made 1 successful. By the way, a trick to doing this, Bellin, is on your character sheet. Do you see where the death saves things are? If you click on the word death saves, it takes care of everything for you. But you've recorded it, so that's great. Syed.
I'm assuming I heard.
You heard screams of Bellin, and then rather disturbingly, no more screams.
Okay, as my bonus action, I'm gonna tell the zombies, protect us, and I'm gonna run up. 2, 3. And just keep going. I'm gonna dash. And that's it.
See the horror before you, these things almost feasting on Bellin. Okay, Joseph.
That's gnarly. Let's see how far I can get just with. I'm not going to move my guy just yet. I just want to see how far it gets without dashing. Nope, I'm going to have to do something else. I'm going to bonus action, activate another blur.
Okay.
And then as my action, I will not blur, blade song. I'm going to cast a blur though as my action, and I'm going to then move. I get 40 movement now because of blade song. I can get right to there, up in their business, and that's it for me. I have blur active.
Yeah, I'm not. You really need to get a blur icon for this.
Well, we used last time. We used this weird looking like that kind of icon.
Okay, that's fine. That's the dodge one, but you're kind of dodging as well, I guess. So that makes sense. So Joseph coming up, feeling very defensive. This Grick here is going to attack Balin on the ground, and you have 2 failed death saving throws, Balin.
Can I do my ward on him?
Explain to me what your ward is. Bring that up.
Yes.
So this is the thing that allows you to take damage, right?
Yep.
Okay. So if you bring up the ward. When you see a creature you see within 30 feet, it is within 30 feet, take damage. You can use Quick Claw to absorb all the damage. This damage reduces. How much is your ward worth?
Currently 19.
19. Okay, so gonna roll 2 attacks for this creature. So the total it did to Balin was 21 points of damage. And how much is your ward?
19.
Okay. I'll tell you what. I'll let Balin take 1 death saving throw, so 1 fail, and you take that 19 damage. Or your ward takes it rather. So
Yes.
You're
Okay.
good. Okay, so just 1 death saving throw, Balin.
Okay.
And Zombie's turn.
Thank you, Said. That was quite helpful.
It's gnarly here. Oh my god.
Okay, so your zombies shuffle forward.
They only have 20 movement, so that's pretty much as far as they could go.
Can they take the dash action?
Uh,
I think they could.
they still can't get
I
too
know,
far.
that's slow, but there's nothing preventing them taking the dash action. So
Okay.
yeah, so they lumber forward. Krusk!
All right. So I'm gonna move here. So that's 5, 10, and crossing between people is normal movement, right?
Yep.
Okay, so this is 15, 20, 25. I'm going to throw a healing word to Balin.
Mm-hmm.
Where is it? Over here. And I'm sorry, it's going to be at first level, but it's a good roll, so.
Okay, so 8
Alright.
points of healing, Balin. You regain to your consciousness. It appears these creatures, these disgusting creatures, are still feeding on you, though. I'll give you the choice. You can play dead if you like, or you cannot.
I am. Oh, they're feeding on me. Well, I think that's probably my best bet until I can actually move out of there. So I'm gonna hope that my colleagues are distract them enough that they stop feeding on me. So I will play dead.
Make a performance check.
Oh,
Oh man, that is not my forte.
you watched me enough. You've learned.
Let's see. I might use luck on this. Let's see what happens. You know, I'm gonna keep the 15. I don't think I can do much better than that.
That's pretty good. Well, there's a 16 on the dice, so that's pretty good. But regardless, Cross comes in. You feel the healing energy into you, but you don't move. You know you're in trouble. Snapper.
No, wait, that was my bonus action.
Oh, sorry. Yep. Sure.
As my action, I'm going to throw a bruise flame into this guy. So 14.
14 just hits.
Ooh.
So 13 fire damage. Okay.
And now, Snapper.
Okay, Snapper.
All right. So how do I make those boxes?
Okay, so go. There's a whole list of characters, right? It says the heroes, and under that lists all the characters. If you go down just below that, there's another folder with a plus next to it that says area of effect templates. Do you see that?
No.
Maybe I haven't. Let me just check. That's strange.
Wait, heroes handout area effects. Okay.
Oh, yeah. And just choose your
Okay.
color and choose the shape.
Okay. So
Okay,
we'll
there
go
we go.
green, square, 10 feet.
And just
Oops.
drag it on.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
That's only
Oh.
5 feet though.
Something screwy about this map. Okay, I know. Might have the scale wrong. Let me just check a couple of things. Set this map up quite right. Okay. I shall make it 10 feet. And I'll check the map
you.
settings. Something slightly screwy with the map. Okay, so you can place that wherever you want. So drag it to the exact position.
Yep, that's where I want it.
Oh, okay. And I'll lock that down. Okay, that was grease, right?
Correct.
Okay, good. So, nice crowd control spell. So, Snapper comes in, greases these two things, and rather interestingly, it's now their turn. So we have Balin there. There.
That was my concern. Was I know their turn was coming up, and if I gave him heal, then he could just knock him back down again.
Okay, well, one of them is going to do just that. It's going to attack Balin with advantage because he's prone on the ground.
I'd like to use a luck on this, if I could, offset his.
Did they save on their grease rolls?
Do they have to move for their grease?
The range turns into difficult terrain when the grease appears. Each creature
Okay.
standing in its
So
area.
let's do that first. I'll do that second. So the first one, I was a 15,
That passes.
and the second one rolls a 13.
That fails.
So the one to the north fails. So it's prone. This one here made it though, and it does attack. And you're going to use your luck, so I need to re-roll this. Now listen, whenever you can choose to spend.
Oh, sorry, I guess I roll. Let's see here.
So you spend your luck roll when an attack roll is made against you. You roll a d20 and choose whether attack uses the attacker's rolls or yours.
Mine.
Wow, I like the mechanic for that actually. That's a good mechanic. So it would have hit you. It rolled a 20 with advantage, but two definitely misses. Nice roll. Now the one from there. So while it's greased, each creature that enters, it's just fallen prone, or ends its turn there. Okay, so what it's going to do, it's going to stand up. It's going to see a very blurry Joseph. I know this is a long shot to hit you, but we're going to try. Its tentacles roll a 7, so that's not going to hit you anyway. And it's going to attack you with its beak, which is a 19, so assume you're going to burn another shield slot. Oh,
Disadvantage.
oh, a disadvantage. Never mind then. Okay, so that's the blur with the disadvantage. Okay, so that misses. Now it needs to make another dexterity saving throw, and it rolls a 6, so it gets back up. and promptly gets knocked back down again. Balin.
Yeah, get out of there, Balin. I'll get in.
Okay, I live to take a turn. Well, I'm glad that we're 7th level because I have took a 2nd level in Rogue, so I'm able to do this. So I'm gonna use a bonus action to disengage and stand up and
Okay, so start your movement.
get the heck out of here. So I'm gonna go to here, and then I'm gonna take vengeance on one of these guys. I'll hit this guy since it's not prone there.
So straight roll.
Yeah.
Hit.
Okay.
So 17. Okay, the arrows fly. Thuck. Land into it. Still standing.
All right, that's all I can do on my turn.
Syed.
All right. Syed will cast magic. Actually, I can't see them. No.
You could get in front of Cross if you wanted to over here.
And I will cast magic missile at this one's standing up.
Okay.
All three of them.
Okay. So 2, 7, 10. Okay, thuck. It's only one defense against a magic missile, and that's a shield, and these things don't have it. So thuck. Yep. Damage done. Still standing. Okay. Joseph. Blurry Joseph.
Joseph will move in. Oops, I changed the tool. Move into there. He's prone, so I'll get advantage on attacks, correct?
Correct.
Melee, at least. Green Flame Blade on the one that's laying on its snake back? I don't know.
Yep.
That's that, and actually advantage, so here's the second one, just in case it's higher, or 20 or whatever. Nope.
No, but that does hit.
Green Flame Blade, 12 plus 3, 15 to the one laying down, and then splash damage to the one that the magic missile hit for 6. So 15 and 6.
Oh, sorry. Which was the initial one on? Oh, sorry, I did it backwards.
And then
So 15 on the prone one, right? And the
What's
prone
that?
one, 15 on the prone one, correct?
Exactly, yeah.
The prone one goes
Fire
down.
flies off of it and hits the one below it. Wash!
6 damage. The one below it. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
The one
the
below it
rapier.
survives. Yep.
My
Okay.
second attack, I'll use my regular rapier and stab at it and miss.
Miss.
And then stay there.
Okay. Okay, now it's a Grig's turn. Let's see if it's the one that's alive. Oh, this one, it is alive. Joseph's so hard to hit. It's gonna try. Tentacles lash out. It's just too hard to hit with that blur. So that one misses. Zombie.
They are just gonna move up behind Snapper.
Okay, I'll let you do that. And Krosk.
Okay, so seeing that a couple of them were going down, I'm going to cast Mills Acid Arrow.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
No.
that hits.
On the one that looks the most hurt, which I think is should be.
Oh, it's this one.
Oh yeah, on that one,
Okay, so that hits.
and
Okay.
it's at 2nd level.
Down it goes.
Nice.
There's 4 hit points left.
Oh. All right, and yep, that's going to be my turn.
Okay, and Snapper.
All right. Picked up a new spell while we leveled up, so I'm going to put my hand on Balin, and I didn't set it up. Sorry. It is going to be Cure Wounds.
Oh,
nice.
nice. Thank you.
So it's going to be D8 plus 6.
Very nice.
So 8.
8? Ah, thank you.
so you guys have a surprisingly amount of healing, given that you don't have any pure clerics in here, but doing well. Okay, so Snapper, you come up, tap your buddy Balin on the shoulder, heal him up. So that's end of your turn. This crick here is dead. That one is dead. So that one's patiently waiting its turn. But in the meantime, back to you, Balin. Balin, who just got messed up by these bricks. One of them remains.
Yeah.
See if you can finish it
Yeah,
off.
I'm really mad at these guys. Okay, let's do this.
Now, if you have a level in Rogue, do you get your sneak attack damage?
I do, yeah.
I think it's just probably a D6 at your level.
It is. Let me go ahead and do this.
So 19. Okay. And finally, the bane of Balin's existence goes down. And the entire lot of Greeks are now defeated. So well done. But if this is not a preview of the more difficult, in my opinion, level 3, then let me just say you've been fairly warned. Maybe don't go wandering into caverns when you're not sure what's there.
Yeah, where's Kane, dang it?
The Pelly's gonna land on your shoulder and just kind of like, maybe I should go.
Yeah, I thought I was being stealthy there. I guess not.
Yeah, and the other thing was, with these particular creatures, they're particularly good at hiding in rocky terrain. So your perception was good, but they have advantage on their stealth. So that's why you didn't spot them. They're extra stealthy in this particular terrain.
All right, I'll poke around in the piles, see if I can find anything.
Okay, so you poke around in the piles of these Greeks, and apart from the Greeks themselves, nothing much of interest.
How do you guys feel about a short rest?
I would be okay with that.
Okay.
I would really appreciate that. I think I could really recover from this attack. I'm kind of a little traumatized here.
Okay. So what are you identifying there, Snapper?
While he's doing a short rest, I want to do that ring.
Okay, give me the number again.
It was
Oh, Balin.
Wait, better use another one then.
19 Bravo.
Yeah,
19 Bravo. Yep.
Is a
20.
It is a one of these. It's a ring of swimming. It does not require attunement.
Okay. Well, we can put that in the party loot, I think, for now.
Okay. So I think, Syed, you're taking care of party loot, is that right?
Yes.
Yeah, so just add it to that character sheet that we have and it'll be good. Okay, so yeah, there's a ring of swimming. You do get your successful short rest in. Syed, arcane recovery. Balin, hey, looking Balin, you're a little bit more healthy there.
Yep.
I'm going to do arcane recovery too, but before I do that, I'm going to cast disguise self on myself
Okay,
and make myself look like a drow.
okay,
Then use arcane recovery so I can get all my spell slots back.
sure. Okay. So just remind me you look like a drow. There's no symbol. Strangely, there's no symbol that indicates disguise self as drow in my list of symbols. Oh, there we go. The good old blue dot. So that'll remind us that you look like a drow. It lasts for an hour, so we assume you do it right at the end there.
Well, actually, can I do that and then get arcane recovery to get it back?
I'll be nice and say yes.
Okay, because if not, I'm fine with not, but okay, thank you.
Let's say arcane recovery kicks in right at the end of your long rest, and just before that, a minute before you cast disguise self. So let's say you have 59 minutes looking like a drow.
Okay.
What type of drow? Actually, make me a history check, Joseph.
Well, we've seen 2 drow, so I'm gonna make
Yeah,
myself.
It's not so much.
But
Yep.
history.
Yep. Okay. So you just look like a drow that you've seen before. like a male drow, right?
Don't know if it'll help, but we'll see.
Okay. All right. Okay, so Joseph looks like a normal male drow that's probably seen before raiding villages and don't have a great reputation. But you do get your short rest in. An hour goes by. Okay. What do you guys do?
Should we go back to the catacombs?
Yep, I think so.
And I guess this explains the parasites in the dead body. I'm gonna approach Syed and just ask him, "Hey, so how long would your friends will be following us? As soon as they die, or well, I guess they're dead, but you know what I mean."
Yeah, once they expire, or every 24 hours, I can recast it, and then they can keep going. But if we don't want them, like if we're gonna go up to the surface, we could just leave them down here.
Okay, got it.
And I'll say to Balin, I can make Sapelli invisible and scout, or I can make you invisible and you can scout.
You know what? For today, I just feel like I'm a little gun shy right now. So maybe Zapelli.
One thing you do notice, by the way, Balin, as you're walking past the person who is burning, a lot of his things is burned away, but some things don't burn. And you notice there's a little bit of treasure. You find 3 gold pieces and 12 silver pieces just around his body. And that's it. There might have been some other stuff, but everything is burned beyond recognition. But there was...
Take it.
Say, Snapper, you have a map of this level I thought we found in the dwarf.
Let me double check my stuff.
Don't we?
Well, let me spoil the surprise for you. You did trade a map with somebody. I can't remember why, but what I do remember of it is, let's assume Snapper has it. It seems like a Snapper thing to have. You look at it, and you see no portion of the map that even vaguely resembles the area that you're in.
No, the map that I got was a Swahagan map. Swahagan layer map.
Sorry, this is that layer.
Oh, okay.
This is that layer.
We found another the dead dwarf that got mashed by Haleth.
It is a wholly inaccurate map. Doesn't match this at all.
Okay.
So there's no catacombs, there's no caverns off to the side, so it's a wholly inaccurate map, unfortunately. So which way are you going, guys? So who are you casting invisibility on?
Zapelli. So he
Zapelli?
can scout for us, but do you guys want to go south or do you guys want to go east?
Let's do this hallway east.
We do southeast, you can do both of them. Okay, so Zapelli is an invisible bat. The darkness, of course, does not bother him, and he zooms down a bit.
And I can see through his senses up to 100 feet away, so that will give us down to here. Right
Okay.
where the darkness ends is where I can get to there, and I can still see through his senses. So I'll go down to there.
So see right down to here. Let's glance down here. There's a corridor there, and that's about it. And of course, you're blind and deaf when this is happening. It
Yep.
doesn't matter so much at the moment. You're not under attack, but you're blind and deaf at the moment.
And he'll fly up here.
Hey, you still need to make me a stealth check. It's at advantage because he's invisible, but make a stealth check for the invisible bat. Okay. Okay, so that would be an 18. Okay, good to know. And what he sees... sorry, let me just check my notes. So,
Okay.
I'm going to back Zappelli up a little bit. I'm going to back him up to here. I'm going to have him glance down this corridor. But right about from this point here, it's covered in spider webs.
Okay. Does he perceive anything with his echo sensing, his blind sense? Any movement, any sound, hearing? He gets perception, advantage on perception because of that.
I'm going to say he hears some noises from down here. This area is free of webs. The webs start like right about here. But this area down here is unwebbed.
He'll fly down there then.
Okay, flies down there. Invisible. Reveal. Okay. He comes to an area here. And what he sees there is 4 creatures who look like this. And they appear to be standing guard around this door. And while there's no webs all over the place, there's definitely webs all across the ceiling here. And you see like lots and lots of tiny little spiders going back and forth and laying new webs. And there's 2 bundles of spider silk, one here and one here against the wall. That's what Zappelli sees, and the creatures do not react to his presence.
And I can't get through the webbing here. The webbing blocks his way.
Yes, it does.
All right. He's gonna bring Zappelli back, and I'm gonna tell the party I saw abominable snow-looking monsters with spider webs and all that stuff you've explained, and be like, do you guys want to go further down there, or do you want to look in another direction and see what we have in another direction? I can't go any further. There's spider webs, and if we disturb the webs, we'll disturb those monsters maybe. So I don't know what you guys want to do. Balin, Saeed.
Yeah, maybe let's see what's down those other ways. That way, we're if we do end up fighting those creatures, at least we know there's nothing coming from the other side.
All right. Well, get.
That would kind of be the same thing if.
That's true. I just thought of that. If there's something else up there,
We're going that way. Oh, okay.
No, I just moved there because you said we were going to. If you guys want to go down here, party rules. You guys, what you want to do?
And the options are you can get through these spider webs. It's not an impenetrable barrier, just an impenetrable barrier for a flying bat. There's these creatures here guarding the room, and of course there's a passageway to the south. So lots of options.
Well, I'll stay in the warmth of Kane, and I'll send Zappelli out.
Okay.
Another stealth roll, or same stealth roll, another stealth roll.
Make me another stealth roll. At advantage.
19.
So 20. Because he's invisible. Ah, so, 19. Alright, 19. Okay. So...
You get to the corner with me seeing through his eyes.
Okay. So, gets to the
Then I'll have him fly over here and not see through his eyes to have him see what he sees and have him come back and report to me.
Okay, he flies around for a bit and he says it opens up into a cavern. There's lots of ruined buildings there. He doesn't report any signs of any movement. Doesn't spot any creatures.
All right, gentlemen. And Cross. What do you want to do? I don't want to hog all the time, so I'm just gonna. What do you guys want to go ahead and do? I don't mind scouting more, but it's up to what you guys want to do.
Yeah, might as well. I mean, that's what I would be doing if I didn't have to hold a lantern.
All right. Well, I'll go forward a little bit more. This seems a little safer for now. Let's go a little forward. I'll walk up to the corner here and peek around the corner with Zappelli with me.
Okay. So as Zappelli reported, this place is a bit of a ruin. This is where dynamic lighting would really help because these are awkward shaped caverns. But there's doors like this. I'll just keep going because I got the tool working.
So Pelly can get to right here with within 100 feet, so I can see through his eyes. So I'll have him cruise around, invisible, just around the area, just checking stuff out, like around to here, down to here, and then if he can get over to here, just kind of cruise around because that's 100 right there, so I can see. And then he's got how far he can see. And then perception rolls for hearing if you want me to, or anything else.
Yep, make me a perception roll for hearing.
I think it's advantage. I need to make sure here. Rely on hearing and perception. Yep. So let's see. Perception is wisdom, right? Yeah, +1.
Okay, so 15. Okay, so he zooms around, he listens around, he doesn't hear a lot. This is a 30-foot high cavern. And it's obviously been a settlement at some point, judging by the shapes of the houses around here. But the lot of these single-story buildings are crumbled. They're in a bit of a mess. Just to keep the thing moving, I'll just reveal everything. Whoops, that's the opposite of revealing everything because this tool is a bit buggy. So as a pallet goes through and you can open the door. There we go. So you go through and check out all the doorways and they're all empty. So 30-foot high cavern, a lot of crumbled buildings. Some of the roofs are caved in. And looking inside, you can tell they were houses at some point, but they were picked clean a long, long time ago.
All right. Well, the doors are... he can't go through the doors, gentlemen. So Snapper, you're the guy, Balin. You guys want to go on up and we'll see? He doesn't hear nothing. I trust Sapelli, but I trust Snapper equally as much.
As you step in there, all of a sudden, the cavern doesn't shift, it doesn't move, it just utterly disappears without a single sound, just boom. And without flash or bang, no commotion at all, it just goes. And where there once was cold stone now stands a boundless dimension wreathed in mist and fire-cast shadow. Reality has not even melted, but is completely replaced without any fanfare whatsoever. Freestanding bookcases flank a roaring fireplace, and sitting beside it in a high-backed chair is who?
Alistair.
Alistair Blackcloak himself. He lowers the book in front of him. You catch a glimpse of the title. It's Greaves of Brass by someone called Walt Whitdwarf. And how's you? Contestants! Triumph! Glory! Inevitable death. These await you. But come, stay a while and listen. And before you can even consider fleeing, a force plucks you and places you beneath the hearth before Alistair. And he shuts his tome and smiles. You've descended into the ruins of Storm Caldor, bastion of the ancient Malkaran dwarves. Here they act out their small, little, pitiful lives. Bright lives in the darkness before, poof, the darkness swallowed them whole. To this day, the veterans of this ancient war laid siege to these ruins. The vile drow of House Avendar war against the Legion of Azeroth for control of these ruins, so they may seize Skullport, perhaps even Waterdeep itself. It's up to you to strike at these drow, or leave them at their own devices. History has shown them to be a stubborn, sadistic lot, so I'm sure it will all work out. And he sits back and staples his fingers and looks at all of you, waiting for a response. Speak up, you fools! Show a little confidence and backbone.
So you want to us to get rid of the drow? Is that what I got?
It is up to you. You can strike at the drow if you wish, or leave them to your own devices. But history has shown them to be sadistic, so I'm not sure if you want to stay on the side of sadism or not. The choice is yours. I'll tell you what I'll do there. While you're all standing there slack-jawed just like any other day, I want you to enter a little game for me. The drow are led by a priestess named Trissa Avendar. Put that in chat, I have put it there before. And if you rip her vow holy symbol off her and throw it into the river Sargoth, I promise you a reward of great power if you succeed.
Where would Triss or Avendar be, as well as the
Asrock.
war we're fighting at? What direction will we go to find either?
Well, let me be clear. At the moment, you're in the very heart of Drow territory. Her temple, I won't say where, because that'll ruin the fun a little bit. You may want to parley with her, strike up a deal. Whether you keep the deal, of course, is not up to you. But you literally walked right past her temple, and he brings up a map in the air and points out the area here that you guys didn't go into. So you could parley with this drow if you like, but you're very much in drow territory. Let me be clear. The drow here are numerous and many. Just to the south is the area they've claimed as their city. Do what you like, but if you're foolhardy enough to take on an entire drow city without allies, then this game is going to be very short and sweet. But the choice is yours.
And what would we win if we do that?
A reward of great power. That's all
Okay.
I will tell her. To ruin the fun if I told you much more. So that
Have
is
you
the
seen
game.
Have you seen an alabaster chair by any
Oh.
chance?
Yes, I have.
Where is it?
It's somewhere in my dungeon.
Were you truthful when you told me it was a level 3 by a Zorn?
Sorry? Level 3?
I went into a room and with the mask, and you said it was level 3. I talked to him, and there was this, I asked what monster was by it, and it was a Zorn. And I'm saying, were you truthful when you told me there was a Zorn and on this level?
Oh yes, I told you 2 truths and 1 lie. You can make of that what you will. I'm not going to reveal my secrets and my lies. Well, be serious. So, the quest
And
is
what
simple. Kill
what
Trissa,
about-
rout her forces, and throw her holy symbol into the river Sarga. You, lizard man, what is your question?
What about Asrock
Oh, well,
or
Asrock.
Asrock?
Yes, well, the 2 tribes vow for power here. There is the drow, of course, and once again, you're in the very heart of drow territory. Across to the west, though going west might require some southern movements, is the other tribe here, the tribe...
Legion of Asrock.
Legion of Asrock, exactly. So if you want to defeat the drow, maybe form an alliance, maybe give the drow some false information, it is up to you. So, at the very least, this is going to be amusing. I promise you, though, if you throw the holy symbol of Loth into the great river, there will be a reward for you of great value. And with that, the game is afoot. And he claps his hand, and you appear back in the dungeon exactly where you were before.
I hate this guy.
You might get a chance to sort that out, possibly on level 23.
Well, guess we have to go back.
Well, do we want to try sneak through the town, or do we want to try to talk to the drow? I don't know, guys. I didn't
Well-
hear any. We didn't hear anything in here, but like I said, I don't know if we want to fight an army right now.
I don't think we can sneak through the town since a lot of us can see in the dark.
I think we should go with the Cobwobblings.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was just thinking if we're supposed to kill the Drow priestess, then we probably need to ally with the hobgoblins or hobgoblin.
I think that is going to be easier than betray them.
Yeah, and they might have they'll probably have some ideas on how to get in and take her out.
All right, so back we go.
Well, do you guys want me to check all these doors first?
We're in the center of Drow Town. I don't know. What do you guys think?
I don't want to risk.
Yeah, me neither.
Okay, so we need to go farther south and east then to make the alliance?
South and
Is that
west.
right?
West.
South and west.
Yeah.
But we can't go directly south, right?
Go this way, probably.
No, I think that's the way of the town, isn't it?
Hallister said the town center, the Drow city, is directly to the south of you.
I
And he
still have
said
stability.
the temple
We could sneak
is
forward
up here.
and see if we see anything. So I can sense ability to there to see what he sees.
Yeah, because looks like there's another option over here too.
I'll go ahead and do both if you're okay with that, Malcolm.
Yeah, sure. So you're got
He's right
Zepali
there,
invisible.
Yeah.
Where is Zepali?
He's down there. I'm moving him back and forth. He's going to go to both areas. Oops.
Okay, so sure. I mean, I've revealed that part of the map, so.
Are there passageways down here, though? I'm saying?
Oh, sorry, I didn't quite reveal enough. No, there's not. This tool is so buggy. But no, sorry, I didn't quite reveal the end of the cabin there.
There's my stealth rolls. It's plus, so it's a 6, an 8, and a 14. They added together for the 20.
Okay.
Okay. And then
Yeah,
this
so-
is also a dead end.
Yeah, sorry. No, that is not a dead end. This continues south like this. So your stealth's 20, okay?
And I'm going to do perception rolls, see if he hears anything going down there.
Not from there.
I'm going to have him. I won't be able to see through his eyes, but I'm going to have him cruise down here, go a little ways down each of the hallways. Tell him to do that without me looking through his eyes. And here's his perception rolls for those as
Okay.
well.
In one of the rooms, I'll show you what he sees.
Okay.
You should see down in your adventure journal. Let's see where it would be. Go down to player handouts, then creatures and monsters, and there should be a new creature there. Do you see it?
I see a bunch of creatures.
The carrion crawler.
No, I'll whisper what you see, and then you can look at the appropriate one.
Oh, okay. And Sapella's going to come back to us, and I'm going to say, I see a creature with 3 heads, a dragon, a goat, and a lion. Does it notice Sapelli? Was it awake? Was it walking around?
I was pacing back and forth inside of this cavern here. I'll show you this.
I'll tell them that and say, down there's a quite nasty monster. And I don't know if I know its name or not.
You can make me a nature check.
Oh, not advantage. Oh, 20.
Yeah, well, I'll say you do. You've heard rumors of these creatures. It's a chimera. Chimera, I'm not quite sure how to pronounce it. Yeah. Famed flying creature with dragon heads and all sorts of nastiness.
All right, guys. We're in Drow Central with the Chimera by the passageway we need to go south of. Yeah, this sounds like a rough level.
Yeah, so it looks like there's only 2 ways to go. This way or back to where those web creatures were, it looks like, you know?
Yeah, he did say to go up over there instead. That would be better to get to the other settlement.
Go through the spider webs?
Yeah, or we could stop by it over here first with the...
That's where the drow are.
Yeah, that's where the temple is, right?
He did throw out the option that another possibility would be to ally with the drow, whether in good faith or not.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Or we can try to sneak past the Chimera
Yeah.
going south.
But that's where the city is.
Yeah. These look like houses, or what do these look like?
What it looks like, if you remember, Hallister said this used to be the land of the Malacan dwarves, and something's destroyed the part of the city. The city's in crumbles, it's in ruin. Like you see over here, there's a house here. There's literally half a house with everything crumbled, to the side of it. So you assume this was once a large, beautiful city, but it's since crumbled. Bits of the cavern has collapsed in. So it looks like it was a beautiful dwarven city, but has fallen into ruin.
But the city down south, that's not the drow city, right?
He said down this way was the city of the drow.
Yeah, I don't know if I might be able to deceive my way through it, guys, but I don't know with a human and a lizard folk. I don't know if we're going to be able to sneak our way through this.
Spider webs, then?
Spider webs.
Spider webs.
I think that's
Okay.
probably the best bet. I mean, yeah, we got lucky with our last John Wayne moment. I don't know if this is a good John Wayne moment.
Yeah, I'm out of spell slots.
Oh, gets worse and worse. Okay, so I'm going to drag Kane over there. The rest of you can drag yourself. So, right, I assume about there is where you want to be. Now, the other thing you want to notice is, I'm going to back Kane up because he's such a klutz. He did, Zepali did fly past here. He wasn't seen. There's no guarantee that the creatures down here will not see you. So keep that in mind. You guys got the sound of rock in a hard place going on here.
Yeah.
We're all afraid to make the wrong move and do a TPK.
Mm-hmm.
One surprise round. We're all down.
Yeah, dude, that was brutal.
Okay. Let's.
Should we just try to sneak past these creatures? And I know it could be bad, but
I can't help but point out that both Kane and Syed are glowing.
that's true. Yeah.
Maybe just. Maybe just.
Well,
Attack them.
If I hug this northern wall, I know that my lantern won't get their attention because it'll be out of range.
Sure.
How big of a glow do you guys put off?
60 feet.
Why are you
Which is what-
glowing?
Is that a torch?
Drift globe.
Oh,
Which is what my lantern is. So if we hug that northern face, as long as they don't come into that hallway, we should be good. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
I also have to say, my zombies aren't the quietest. If you,
Yeah. I also want to say, and I don't want to be a party pooper, but the light might get as far as 60 feet, but you can see like a light source from
Yeah,
very far
that's true.
away.
That's true.
And I'm gonna say that the zombies, they can't stealth. Zombies can't
Right.
be sneaky.
I guess it's spy growth time.
I don't know if we want to do that. If we engage in a fight, if that's the temple there, those guys could be some kind of sentries for the drow. I think maybe parlaying is we need. I'm not good with persuasion. I'm good with deception. We need Kane.
Well, Kane can lead this if you like. I mean, I'll give you his stats.
I mean, I get a plus for let me see here, persuasion +3. He gets like a 6 or 7 probably.
He gets a 6 for persuasion. Yep. And for deception, he gets a 3. He didn't.
Yeah,
choose
we're reversed.
proficient.
We're the opposite.
Yeah, he didn't
So
choose-
I can kind of do it, guys, but I don't know what you guys want to do.
Let's go talk and see what happens.
Saeed, Balin.
if there's not that many of them, we could just go for it. But if there's a lot of them,
I speak Undercommon. So in Undercommon, I'm going to announce our presence, saying, we come bearing, we come in peace.
wait, before we go,
What's that?
before we go, one of my zombies is a drow.
Oh, but he has like eight eyes, right? It's like a
Yeah, he's an unusual drow. We'll make it that one.
I'll put the helmet on him so you can't see the head.
Okay.
Rusted helmet.
Okay. Okay. Let's
Okay,
go.
so Joseph goes around and you say in Undercommon. What do you say?
I'm going to say, friends coming.
Oh, step forward so we can see you. He replies in Undercommon, so unless you speak Undercommon, you do not understand this.
I do, and I'll say he's telling us to come forward, and I'll say it in common, and then Undercommon, I'll say, hey, here we are, here, and I'll have my hands not on my weapons, just coming forward.
Oh, greetings. Welcome. And once again, you see there's a lot of cobwebs on the top of this room with little spiders scattering all around it. And these creatures. You seek an audience with our queen?
And then I'll say in Undercommon, yes, do you speak the common tongue for my allies?
I do not. I do not lower myself to the common. We will speak in Undercommon.
All right. Gentlemen, we can seek an audience. And I look at everyone for nods or approval.
Yeah,
sure.
I think that's a good. We're assuming that this is the drow priestess.
Yes, come see Ursa. She loves talking to you.
Who's gonna be doing the talking?
She sounds nice.
Oh, who
In
speaks
the ordinary-
Undercommon? Joseph? Anybody else?
I don't.
Then it's Joseph.
Oh God.
Okay, so
Well, hopefully she speaks common, and we can get her to speak common, so we can all go forward.
you're guiding Joseph, I assume?
Yep.
Come with me. And he opens the door. Steps forward in here. Goes to this next door and looks to you guys to follow.
God, we're gonna get
And
trapped.
you do see in here, a whole bunch of these creatures. I'll show you the artwork for them. Oh, you've seen those before. So troglodytes. And what these guys are doing is something slightly. Shit, Just a sec. And I know it's getting late, but let me just finish this last little bit. So it'll be a good place to end. So I know it's late for you in particular, Krosk/Rollo, but just bear with me for just a few minutes and we will be good. Okay, so in this area, as I said, you see these troglodytes, and there's sparkling veins of gold along these walls, and the troglodytes are mining them. They're chained by the ankles, so you assume they're not doing this willingly. That's what they're doing. And this creature says, come talk to me. Assume you guys follow, and this opens up into just a massive damn reveal tool. This massive room like this. And he says, come talk to our queen. And you walk into this room, and this temple is just choked by cobwebs across giant arachnids, like Bigfoot, like maybe palm-sized creatures, and corpses hanging cocoons over here, like festering holiday decorations. Atop a dais at the far end of the hall, a drow priestess dressed in flowing ebony robes presides over 4 other elves, leading them in prayer to, one assumed, their demon goddess Loth. And a foul wind brushes through the hall, delivering the sounds of struggling, fear, and pain. For lo and behold, a figure writhes in webs, perhaps a sacrifice to Loth over here. And this creature steps forward and says, my queen, we have some people who seek an audience with you. And she stops whatever ritual she's doing, and she turns. Yes, I see them. Come forward so we can talk. Come closer.
Was that in common or undercommon?
Oh, that was in common, actually.
Good. You got everyone can do it. Good. We can all parlay a little bit.
Yep.
Excellent.
Come forward so I can see you. Come closer. Come closer. Kane comes closer. Okay, I can't see you. Come sit with me up here.
Getting right up in there.
Kane reaches forward. So, Snapper, you coming?
Nope.
You, Kinku, why do you insult me in my own home? Come forward so I can see you. That's it. Keep coming. There is nothing to fear here, Kinku. We're just talking. That's it.
That's as close as he's getting.
So, what can I help you with? And boom, that's where we'll stop. So we'll see what happens as a result of this parlay with this people who are referring to as their queen. We'll see. I'm not going to say anything else, but we shall end it there.
All right.
Okay. Thanks.
Thanks.
Okay.
Guys.
All right. Thanks, guys. Take care,
Night.
and we'll see you next week.
Okay.
You too. Take care, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye.